right? I don't know what that knob does.
How did you get into this?
I don't know.
Are we recording?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, we just started. Yeah, but
I need a hobby. I need a hobby like this.
hobbies, yeah, this is it.
What do you classify this as? Is it a hobby or is it?
It's a hobby.
Okay.
Definitely a hobby. But my major's TV, radio, and film.
Oh, okay.
So kind of self-internship.
Resume builder.
Yeah.
Booster.
But I'm kind of just doing it for fun. Do you hear an echo? Or is that just me? Yeah, but I'm not doing it like, I feel like I enjoy sitting down with people
And
talking and hearing their perspectives on things. And this was a cool way to do it. I don't know how I actually got started.
How do you get like guests?
I just ask.
Oh.
I am usually sometimes under the influence, and I just go, "Yo, want to come on?" And they're like, "Yeah,
That's
let's go."
that's how you asked me to come on.
Allegedly, yes. It was.
You scared me. I thought you were gonna start making me like talk about crypto and stuff.
We'll get, maybe if the conversation goes there, it will be good. Yeah, no, but it's fun. I'm Mr. Federico. I need to get him on to talk about witchcraft.
Didn't you say that you were like talking to him?
Yeah,
about
LinkedIn.
it?
I
Oh my
love
God.
LinkedIn.
I need to update my LinkedIn like really badly.
Do you
I don't
post
even
on
use
it?
No.
I feel like I just want to get to the 500 club of just connections, and then that's it. I don't post anything. Sometimes I like scrolling. Lucy, can you sit, please? She's gonna be a fun addition to this.
You can see her tail sometimes in the viewfinder.
It really? Oh my gosh, Lucy. Yeah. But it is. What's it called? It's weird being back home.
I know.
Because
I feel like I voluntarily went to prison.
Yeah.
No, that's bad. I shouldn't say that. But like,
It's different.
Literally, like you just have no freedom, and
No.
like, even my mom's like bickering to me. I hope she doesn't watch this. She's like bickering to me, like, you need to put your stuff away, and I was like, I did, and then I had to go ahead and like donate a ton of clothes. I didn't realize how much stuff I was coming back with. Like, I
Yeah.
had so much crap, and my dad was like, you better not be coming back with a full car because I stored a lot of stuff at school, and I couldn't even see out of the back of my car.
Did you? So you drove?
Yeah.
How far was that?
Only like 6 hours, but like I honestly, I always run into traffic.
Yeah.
How far is Syracuse?
It's like 3.5.
Oh, why did I think it was like 8 hours?
I thought it was far too, but like when
I think the
it's
state of New York is like huge. I didn't.
it
think
is
that
pretty
was.
big, and it's right next to the lakes, so it's really cold and miserable.
Can you swim though?
No, not when I'm there at least, because the water, it has a heat capacity that's high.
Have you
or
ever
whatever.
seen the girl on TikTok that does like the lake videos
No,
about how like people go missing in the lakes and like,
no. People go missing in the
or
lake.
like you know how like the Great Lakes like they have waves.
Yeah.
And they're like big and you can like surf and.
I did not know that. I was getting my hair cut at shout out Sports Cuts, and they had something on the TV, and it was a surfing tournament, but it was a surfboard with a fin, not the fin.
Oh, you're like out. Is the one that you're outside of the water?
Yeah, you're just
Yeah.
it goes up, and then you have like a remote control,
Yeah.
and then you could just control, and you could go.
And you have to like bounce. My dad's really into surfing. He really wants one of those, but
How does that work?
I don't know. I think it like just goes with like momentum.
I don't get it. Is there like a motor on it?
I don't know if there's a motor or like it only works if you're like jumping up and down, because I don't understand how like I'm not a STEM person. I don't understand
Yeah.
science, so I don't really know if
Fair.
that would work.
Have you been surfing before?
Yes, a few times. I'm not good, but like
Yeah.
it's my dad's thing.
That's yeah. How does like it feel on? Have you like stood? I'm assuming you've stood.
Mm-hmm.
Aiden tried to get us out in Nantucket
Oh.
to surf. I thought it would be easier,
It's also cold. up
but
there.
still,
No,
we had the suits on.
Yeah, it's actually so much harder than you think, and like I don't know.
It's very difficult. Just the balance by itself seems. I thought from hockey, we'd be able to like pick it up easy.
You know, I feel like hockey's more like skiing.
I've never been skiing.
You've never been skiing?
No, I went once.
There's so many of our friends that have never skied before. And
Yeah.
Like, how?
Because I was always playing hockey. It was always during that season. It's like, well, you have to go for a tournament this week, so we're not going to go skiing.
So you've never been skiing at all?
I went once when I was like 7 or 6, and I was just hot dog and what is it? French fries all the way down.
Or pizza.
Yeah, fuck the pizza. No, I was just zipping.
I actually don't even ski. I snowboard, so.
That's kind of badass. How I feel that's so dangerous.
Actually, the first day I was learning how to do it, a kid broke his arm in my thing,
God.
and I was like, I don't know if I should do this.
Were you just like, how did you learn?
Doing.
Okay.
You just like do it and fall, and you have to wear like wrist guards when you first learn because like you fall back like on your wrist like this, and it like that's how he broke his arm.
That's my uncle did that too, because some reason he was trying to learn how to snowboard at like 50 with his kids, and then he gotta get like helicoptered off the hill.
No, whenever I'm like skiing and stuff, the bad people to be around are like the little kids in ski school, or like the really touristy people who come in and they just do the pizza thing, like you said.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I don't know if I want to try to pick up skiing. I was just thinking. I was talking with Harry Gregory just before, and he was telling me Fernandez. Remember Cam?
Yeah.
He broke his femur.
Skiing?
No, no.
Or,
Playing lacrosse.
Oh.
It's a little warm for skiing, but I guess if you go to the right place. But yeah, he was playing lacrosse and he broke his femur, and then Cohen was telling him that he could have died because the way I guess your
femur. Like an artery.
Yeah, and that's terrifying.
Jeez. Was he like?
I don't know, but that's just like. And I was listening to this podcast too, and this guy was talking about how he had a near-death experience by what'd he do? He just had like a pain in his abdomen, and then a year later, like he didn't do anything about it. It just all this blood rushed into it, and he like was so close to dying. The only reason he didn't is because he didn't drink alcohol, and they got to the doctors right in time. But he said he had this tunnel effect, and then he like saw he doesn't even know, it's not even like a saw type of thing. It's like he felt the energy of his father like comforting him, like bringing him to the darkness. It's just weird that our lives are very fickle. It kind of scares me.
I just saw a thing that was like someone else talking about a near-death experience. It was like an old dude, and he was like pronounced dead for like 27 minutes or something. I don't know. You probably have heard of this, but like he was like, you get a panoramic view of your life.
Really?
Once you die, and you have like a split second to just like view it. And he was pronounced dead. Like he was fully dead. I don't really understand like how he came back to life. It's not like I don't think they were resuscitating him.
Yeah.
I think he was like, do not resuscitate. And all of a sudden he
gosh.
came back alive. He was like, this is what you see. So that makes me question all that.
Yeah, I don't know because everyone says they have similar accounts. I was watching this documentary thing on Netflix. I think it's called Death, which is pretty, or something like that. But it was talking about all these near-death experiences and how people see like the same thing. So I wonder if it's a brain thing because you're dead.
I know.
And even if you shouldn't be able to.
Our brains are just meat with electricity.
Yeah, I guess so. That's a cool way of thinking about it. It is weird how we're just electricity and like waves and stuff. There's something to that, I feel like. Huh. Yeah, but I don't know. Do you think it's like, I mean, obviously we don't know, but when we die, because what's it called? This lady had a similar experience like in the documentary. She went down a waterfall in a kayak, just like broke her spine. Just like
what was she doing going down?
I don't think she was trying to, but she got and she was dead. Like her friends that were there were just searching for the body. They weren't even looking to save her anymore. That's how long she was dead, like gone in the water. And she said she went up this tunnel effect, and she was talking to someone. They're like, your son's gonna die before he's 18 or something, and then he did. And it was all this weird shit that goes on. So I feel like there has to be, I don't know if I'm just saying this because I'm hopeful that there's something after life, but it feels like there's something, you know?
What's that movie?
With the little boy.
The little boy one, or the one that like the girl falls down the tree?
I've never seen that one.
Maybe it's like, what is it called?
Life.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That one's like a very like religious movie.
What was it about?
She like is really all of a sudden develops like some illness. It's like incurable.
Oh.
And like one day she's like playing with her sister outside and then like falls into a tree. Like the trunk is like hollow or whatever, and she like hits her head. and then like is like dead.
Yeah.
And she like says that she sees God or whatever, and then right after that her illness is cured.
That's
and it's like
crazy.
a true story.
What?
Yeah.
I found God. Wait. I'm kind of confused. So she went down the hill or in the tree.
The tree.
I'm thinking
She was in
Jack
the
and Jill.
tree, and
She
she
fell
just,
down,
like fell into the tree. I don't
died,
understand, like, I don't
saw
under-
God, and came back to life, and her
Yeah.
illness was gone. Lucy, get down. Lucy, down.
Later, Lucy.
She just wants
Oh,
love.
don't pull the cord.
Yeah, she loves like messing with the equipment. Lucy, come on, please.
Would she ever chew on it?
No. I mean, we did get her. Lucy, hey, come on, be good. Come over here.
I think it's because I teased her. I was playing with her a little
Oh,
earlier.
yeah.
So now
Now she just wants
she's
to
like,
play.
I'm not
Come here,
giving
Lucy.
her attention.
Come here. This was not a. Damn it, Lucy. Can you sit, please? Yeah. But it's weird how everyone has a similar experience after when they die and come back. They all say the same thing, like they saw relatives. And people say it's like, oh, it's just your chemicals in your brain releasing. But I don't know if I buy that. Because people like that, when your brain is not working, like this girl had like an aneurysm in her head or something. I don't know. But they cut off blood flow or everything to her brain. And so she was dead while they were doing surgery. That was the only way they would be able to operate on her. And
How did she?
I don't know.
Oh,
Medical stuff.
Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah. Thank you, doctors. You're so good. But she was talking about how when she came back, she survived the surgery. Very good. She said she was out-of-body experience. She was watching them perform the surgery on her. And she was naming like the instruments they were using and who was using them. And there's no way she could have known what they were doing and who was using it because she was she was dead. So how did she know that? It makes no sense. And there's so many like that. There's like this one guy who had a near-death experience and he saw a shoe on the top of a roof. And like, how the fuck would he have known there was a shoe there? And they checked and it's like, yeah, there was. So it just seems like there's something else to it. I don't know what it is though.
Yeah.
But they say there's do you know DMT, like dimethyltryptamine or
I was just about to mention psychedelics.
Yeah.
I was literally just about to say that.
That gets released when you die, they found out. And it's also like released in dreams, which is kind of interesting. And come on, Lucy, don't hit that. But I'm listening to Rogan so much now.
Yeah.
Because I'm home and I could just sit and actually have time.
The experience.
Yeah, it's great.
He's good. His podcast is good.
Oh, it's great. But he was talking about the brain, the pineal gland. Damn it. Pineal gland. Hey! It looks like an eye, and that's where like ancient people said that was the connection from the spiritual world. Not spiritual world. Like, yeah, kind of. Mm-hmm. To this world. That's like the connection. And it's kind of interesting because that's where I think that's where the
No, and people like there's this whole conspiracy group that thinks that like the deodorant we use and like the fluoride in our water like prevents us from fully accessing like
really
that. Yeah.
Sounds
no, and it's real
kooky.
because like the fluoride like fucks up our like brain somehow.
Does it?
Yeah, and it's like in our water.
Yeah, that's probably not.
I love conspiracy theories. I always like watch videos on them, and
yeah.
I mention to my parents, and they think I'm insane. But I'm like,
could be.
Somebody thought of it. It could be real.
It could be. That the reason conspiracy theories, people always like bat their eyes at it, but then some of them are coming true. You know, like, so they're not all crazy. That's why I feel like people like to believe them, and I'm kind of into them too. But there's just so much shit that's hidden from us.
Or like the one that's like about, you know, when you see planes like pass by and like in the air and they leave like the trail.
Yeah.
People think that they're like spraying chemicals on us.
That's got to be Cav. There's no way.
That one's probably Cav. But like the fluoride one is a little weird.
It is weird, but I feel like they use fluoride to for like water purification. So it's like so we can drink it. I think so. I could fact check. Should I fact check?
Yeah.
All right.
No, because maybe I don't know. Because my Brita filter, I remember, was like it filters out fluoride.
Does it?
Maybe it doesn't. I don't know.
What is
I thought
fluoride
it
in water
does.
good for? All right, let's see. 5 reasons why water is good for communities. Wait, what?
Wait, of course water's good. But
Wait,
why
5
is
reasons
fluoride?
why fluoride in water. I missed. That's a very
No,
important word.
remember when you were younger in the Poland Spring water bottles
Yeah.
were like, oh, with fluoride. Like, wasn't that a little weird?
I don't remember seeing it with fluoride. It says it prevents tooth decay, protects all ages against cavities, safe and effective, saves money. It's natural.
Now look up the
Conspiracy?
like the bad effects or the conspiracies.
Oh, bad. True. Let's
Yeah.
get both sides of this. What is?
See, the good effects are only like for teeth. Like,
Yeah.
just brush your teeth.
Is fluoride drinking water safe? Harvard Public Health. I trust this.
I don't know. I don't know if I trust the Harvard people. Like, they're
Yeah.
on the side.
There's too many words.
They're on the side of people putting fluoride in our water. I feel like
Yeah.
they are. They are.
Fluoride is found naturally in soil and waters. Fast facts. Risks. Excessive exposure to fluoride has been linked to a number of health issues. Skeletal fluorosis, thyroid problems. I always thought
No, and have you like the amount of thyroid issues
Lucy.
in America and women especially have like significantly increased.
Really?
Yeah, and like the whole like hypothyroidism whatever runs in my family too. It's like very
What is
hereditary.
it? What is
And it's
thyroid?
like a gland right here that like secretes like hormones and stuff. So if you have like I don't know. I probably honestly should really look into this because it runs in my family, so I should know. But like if you have like it can switch to like to hyper to hypo. I think if you have hyper, it's like you're producing too much of a hormone and then you like or get really skinny and like can't gain weight or something.
Oh jeez.
And then if you have hypo, it's like you don't produce enough and then you get like a little chunky.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah.
I always thought thyroids were like your thighs. Were like something in there, and then someone was like,
It's like
oh,
in your throat.
like,
I know, and then
what?
people also with the fluoride thing, like it can like contribute to like thyroid cancer, which is like this like
oh, I forgot
it's
to look up
inflamed.
why do they put it in our water? Is fluoride in water for what I say distillation, purification?
Purification.
I don't know. I was taking a science class that I thought it was very
Was it you or Owen who said they were taking chem?
definitely not me. That sounds
I was like,
awful.
why are you in chem, Owen? We all know you're not a chemistry major. Sorry, Owen. if you're
Yeah.
watching this.
Why is he doing that? That's terrible.
I don't know. Maybe it's like requirement. Is Providence liberal arts?
Yeah.
Oh, so maybe maybe
It
it's
might
just, like,
have to
their
be.
requirement.
It says fluoride in water is the most effective way to prevent one of the most common childhood diseases, tooth decay. Dude, this seems like cap.
Isn't that sketchy? It's
This is
all
kinda
for
weird.
tooth decay, but then I'm like, they're talking about tooth decay. I'm like, just brush your teeth and use mouthwash. Like, why
Yeah,
do we need
go to the
it in
dentist.
our water? It's weird. Unless like they really don't trust the public and like, I actually know there's a lot of people out there have really
This
stanky
is
breath,
weird.
and they clearly don't brush their teeth.
They
so
just
maybe
drink
it's
some
for them.
water.
But like, why are we putting it in our water? Like, why
I don't
are
know.
we-
That seems kind of weird.
isn't it? Like you literally can just brush your teeth and then you'll be fine.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Because
Look up what too much fluoride, like what diseases it causes.
What-
Or
All right, what diseases does too much fluoride cause? Quick typer. Quick. Dental fluorosis. Ingestion of excess fluoride diseases. Related. Come on. The WHO sucks. The World Health
And are they not
Organization.
telling
Get
you?
on your shit.
are they not telling you?
I just can't find it because I don't want to read all this.
So they should have a bulleted list. I feel
Right?
like they should.
Just show me.
Or if they're not telling you, I think that's part of the sketchy part, isn't it?
Yes. I don't know. This conspiracy runs deep.
I know, and you know it causes problems, but if they're not going to tell you,
How much
like,
fluoride causes? Wait, what the fuck? What disease? What? All right. This is sketchy. ASMR. Hello. Way too much. Just I can't even find it.
See,
Okay, fair. Maybe I'm just a bad searcher.
no, it's a real conspiracy.
It might be.
They're trying to kill us.
They could be, but I don't know if I really believe it.
Oh wait, there's so many more conspiracies I could talk about, but then like some of them are really sketchy because like people die after.
Really? Let's talk about it. I was thinking the other day, if I die because I'm talking about the truth, fuck, that's a cool way to go. And it also will spread your message even more. Like if you die for your cause, that's badass. I think that's cool. You gotta do
Or
it.
like, am I gonna get canceled if I like mention the Jeffrey Epstein thing?
No, let's bring it up. That shit's fucking sketch.
No.
That's not even a conspiracy.
Do you remember in the summer when like everything was going on, like, and the judge of the Jeffrey Epstein case or whatever, someone like broke into their house and killed her son. They were like trying to kill her.
Wait,
Do
say again?
Do you not remember?
No.
Like, oh my God, it was like an insane thing, and like the media was just trying to like brush over it.
Yeah, because that's what they do.
Yeah, and then the Gleen Maxwell thing, she was released.
Was that
She wasn't convicted.
the one who was like his
assistant? Yeah.
The lead lady?
Yeah. So I think she had some weird plea deal where she like was like, I won't talk if you don't put me in jail. Yeah, it's all sketchy.
So she's out of jail right now?
Yeah, she's like free.
Wait, how is this not? She should be away for the rest of her life.
I know, and like clearly she's like part of the whole
Sex
ordeal,
trafficking,
but like,
young girls.
yeah, isn't it sketchy?
That's really weird. That's
No,
why.
and I saw something. I get like all my news from TikTok. It's so bad. Honestly, I really should be like educating myself better. But
Yes.
The algorithm is nice. It tells me what I want to hear, and I don't have to search for it.
Yeah.
But they saw another one that was like talking about the whole Jeffrey Epstein thing again, but like how certain people in Hollywood were actually convicted for like having like multiple daycares that were like really sex cults, but like daycares.
Is this true?
And yeah, like I literally
Sex
like,
cult daycares?
and
There's no fucking
in
way.
like Hollywood or whatever.
What do I
and,
look
like,
up? What do I
nobody was
even look up for
convicted.
this?
I don't know, but
Sex
you might want to clear your search after
Yeah,
this.
sex cult. Sex cult
Daycare.
daycares.
Hollywood.
Hollywood. All right. If this comes up, there's no way. Fact check. Media was not. Wait. Fact check.
And now I have no idea what to believe because everybody says different things, and plus I don't really believe the media, and we should, but I don't know. I don't put all my faith in them, and also I shouldn't believe some random guy on TikTok. But
yeah, sources are important. They are. Okay, fuck the New York Times.
What'd they say? Oh, you can't get the access to it.
How can you put a fucking paywall on
annoying?
information?
You know what's so annoying? People who don't know me, who watch this. I don't know who watches this. But
I don't know.
Since I went to a different university last year.
Yeah.
And I go to a new one now. Like my computer's all fucked up because it thinks that like it won't let me log into anything on Google because it's still linked to like Elon's Google, and like my new school we use like Microsoft and stuff. But still, like every time I try to use my Google, I have to log in through Elon, but I don't have that password anymore, so I can't change it. And now my computer disk is full, and there's a dent in the side, and I can't get a new one because I literally only got this one 2 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds terrible. You should probably go to the IT department and just say.
I went to the IT department to help me with like the Google thing, and they're like, I actually have no idea. And also at school, it's like students working. Besides one really smart dude, but he's like, yeah, I have no idea how to help you. I'm like, okay.
That sounds awful.
Yeah, I just have to wait till the next time I get a new laptop. I can change that. But I'm not a tech savvy person at all.
I know nothing about technology, and that's probably why I'm a bad searcher. Like I had a producer that would fact check stuff.
Oh my god, my posture right now, I'm like this. I need to sit up.
Shoulders back.
I have the worst posture ever.
Our chairs don't help. Like our spines are S-shaped and chairs are straight up.
Maybe that's another conspiracy. They want us to be hunchbacks so that we can pay for medical services to get it fixed, or
they just don't care and they're easy to make.
That could be true.
Yeah, I just want a chair that actually goes with my spine.
They make like office chairs like that.
Really? I think I need to invest in 2.
Yeah, but who sits on their like this?
Why would I ever this chair is literally hunched in.
Like I could sit like this, but it's not like comfortable and probably like out of the view too.
That's probably fine. I gave you some room.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not tech savvy at all.
You set this up.
I know. You should. This is literally my school. This is what I learned. Like I have
no idea what I'm learning, so at least you're learning something.
Yeah, I always feel bad for people for like business stuff because I'm like, that's so boring. At least to me.
It depends on what class you're in. I said it really. I'm not gonna go into crypto because.
I kind of want to hear about crypto.
No.
Yes.
Alex talked shit.
Yeah, and I didn't understand it.
No,
He's been trying to explain it to me for years.
I'm still not like a genius at with it, and I have to. We were like running a crypto fund at my school, with my class I was taking.
So what was that like? What'd you do for that?
We just basically like all pulled money together, and then we're like managing it, picking what coins to invest in, whatever. But my professor for that was like awesome. I'm taking a class with him next semester called like organizational behavior. It's all like psychology behind business, but he basically just talks about crypto the whole time because he loves it. That's kind of why I'm taking it again. Also accounts for my minor.
Yeah. What's your minor?
Entrepreneurship.
Nice.
No, but when I transferred, I was kind of forced to be an econ major, and I don't really like econ, but like it was stupid of me not to. I had too much credit, and I was like, okay, fine, might as well. But I have no idea what I'm learning. Like you could literally ask me anything about economics, and I have no idea. The only thing that interests me this year was probably my cryptocurrency class, but like after that, I can't tell you anything about econ.
Yeah.
Like, I literally can't.
Is there a major for crypto?
No, I think my school is probably gonna make like a minor for it eventually because it's such like an emerging like industry and asset class. But like it'll take time because like all like the old dudes that like run our board of trustees and whatever, and like the econ department actually has to like approve these like crypto classes, and because a lot of it does have to do with economics, but like they won't because like a lot of them are like anti-Bitcoin and like that stuff, so they wouldn't. But I think they should. My professor that taught me this past term wants one, but like I don't know.
Do you think crypto is gonna be the next form of money?
It's kind of weird because it's going through like a crash right now.
Yeah, it's going down. Why? And what was that? Because like environmental.
It was
fears?
like the Elon tweet, and then also, I don't know. I think it was kind of going down at first too because. And it was getting kind of a lot of backlash, but the Elon thing was kind of like the biggest catalyst because he like Bitcoin, like no one really knows how much energy it consumes. Like they think it like consumes or like produces as much as like Switzerland or something.
Yeah,
like
it's a lot.
And no one can really quantify it. But of Elon, like Musk and the CEO of Tesla, they're electric cars. Like the whole thing is environmentalism.
Yeah.
Like he can't.
Don't they still fucking take energy from somewhere to charge the cars?
I don't know
doesn't
how
that
that
still
works.
take fossil fuels?
I
think
have
people
no
were
idea
just
how that works.
we're just like glossing over that. It's like, where do you think the fucking electricity comes
their
from?
batteries of the car or something to produce them is like 10 times more energy or something.
Yeah.
I'm like,
This doesn't.
It doesn't make sense.
It's just stupid.
we're
stupid. We're really trying to fix a problem. We're trying to fix a fucking gunshot with a Band-Aid. Like it's not. I think we're gonna find out. Yeah, because
we're fucked.
Yeah, we're fucked.
No, yeah. I think we are.
These renewable energy sources aren't fucking renewable.
Like, how? I don't understand this. And someone tell me, because I don't care that I don't understand, but like I want to know, like how the fuck do you get electricity from wind? Like how does that work? Is it like because the thing like moves?
Yeah, I think it's because it pushes it. It like turns a turbine, and then that turbine, I don't know, gets electricity.
Do you get electricity from something else like before there was wind?
What do you mean?
I don't know. Wait, I don't even know what I'm saying. Like, where does it come from?
I think it's the
like
turning of the turbine makes the energy.
They didn't always have wind turbines. So like,
what do you mean?
What did they use before that?
I don't think they had it.
No, look up when they started wind turbines. Or like solar panels and stuff.
When were wind?
Like what was like? How did they first harness what's his
1888. What?
Wait.
The first electricity generating wind turbine was invented in 1888 in Cleveland, Ohio.
How did they?
By Charles F.
How did they
Rush.
This is bad. What's the name of the guy that invented the light bulb?
Edison.
Yeah. How did he do that?
Science.
Like, where did he get the electricity from?
Yeah, where does electricity? Should I look up where does electricity come from? Where does electricity?
That was bad. Ooh,
I don't understand where three major categories for electricity generation are fossil fuels, nuclear energy, and renewable energy sources.
Like nuclear energy is like the most sustainable form, but like if you fuck it up, you could blow up the whole.
Yeah. 3 Mile Island. There's a lot of those cases, which isn't great, but it does create a lot of energy. But uranium is also not a renewable resource, so eventually we're gonna run out of that. Yeah. So it's like
I said, we're fucked.
Yeah, we have to figure out something if we want to keep going. Control. That's what Thanos wanted. A little snap of the finger, snap everyone. It is weird because I've heard the comparison of humans to like a virus or a parasite just mooching off this planet and just expanding. And I don't know if I really agree with that. But it is interesting. Some people are
parasites. Some people are.
That movie, Parasite.
I never saw the Korean one.
Yeah, it's great.
Isn't it only in Korean?
Yeah. There should be more
I never saw it.
foreign films in our market. They're actually amazing. Like I watched Parasite, which was gas, and then The Platform, which was like a Spanish movie.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
It was so good. It was so good.
I
We
saw
gotta get
that.
cultured. Like
Yeah, we need culture.
yeah, but it's strange. What was I gonna say? Shit.
And I was proud because I took Spanish my whole life and I understood people.
Really?
In that movie.
That is cool. That was a fucked up movie.
Yeah.
But it shows just the disparity between classes. I think it was a good representation of how the rich get all the shit, which is like the top level, and then the poor literally have nothing. I think it's 99, or it's, fuck, I'm going to get that. I like how I have my computer right here.
Yeah. Do you normally have your? I'm so bad. I never watch
No,
these.
you don't have, they're long as fuck. Wealth distribution. It's actually ridiculous what the wealth distribution is. Let's see it. It is, wait, I can't, these charts suck. Give me a good chart.
Do you know how to read a chart?
I do, but I don't have time. Like, I'm trying to get a quick answer. Half the world's net wealth belongs to the top 1%.
We all knew that.
That's a lot. Top 10%.
That's more people than you think, though.
But still,
I don't know.
that's a lot of money. I was looking at charts in my
You know what's
philosophy
weird?
class. What?
I'm totally interrupting you, but
No, it's
like
fine.
the thing with COVID and stuff, it wasn't like more people died this year than normal.
Really?
Like, it wasn't like, oh, this pandemic killed like exponentially more people. Like more people died this not this past year, but like 2020 included. No, I think it was like less people or something. Well, I mean, obviously people
I'm
were stuck
fact-checking.
inside and people wouldn't be like shitheads and like falling off their roofs.
Death counts.
Actually, if they were home.
20.
But if they were like, I don't know, getting in car accidents and stuff like that, but like there wasn't like more people that died. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm making up and spreading fake news, but this
Yeah.
is what I heard.
Preliminary U.S. death statistics show over 3.4 million total deaths in 2020, 20% more deaths than 2019. You just got capped. You just
I
got
got capped? No.
You just got fact checked.
I don't believe that.
It's USA facts.
I don't believe it.
Facts.
Yeah. You don't have to believe everything.
I feel like from reliable sources, though, you kind of have to.
Who says they're reliable?
You got to believe something.
But
This just seems like
who's the
confirmation
person that's
bias.
like,
You just,
this is what you have to believe.
I
This
feel
is
like you're just
real.
hearing, like you're just trying to see what you want
If
to
you
say.
don't question it.
I'm not saying don't question. I'm all about a question, but there's some things you just got to believe. Like, I believe this guy. I don't have a name for
I don't know.
him. But, yeah. I don't know. Coronavirus definitely killed people.
It definitely kill people. But,
Dude, you see Don?
what?
Don. He's, like, dinged up from it. He's still walking around with an oxygen tank, and he had it, like, since March. Or got it in March. January, March. Yeah.
Wait, who are we talking about?
Marino. Hockey.
I have no idea who that is.
Yeah, you do. Don?
No.
He was my coach. He was at the rink all the time.
Wait, like Mo Baird?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
I think you do. Okay, that's
I
fine.
only know you guys used to have some dude named Randy. That's all. I know.
Yeah, Randy. I thought he...
Oh wait, was that the new guy?
No, he's the guy with the glasses. Whatever.
Wait, the really old one?
He's not really old, but he's kind of old. He's a little big guy. All right, whatever.
I'm like mad. Wait, why don't I not?
I feel like he like coached you guys too for a little bit, like help with
Maybe
your
he did.
practices. Yeah, he might have. So
He still has an oxygen tank.
yeah,
Yeah, some people are like really. I don't know. It's so weird because like some people got like affected like by it
yeah,
really really poorly, and then some like I had it in like winter break ish, but I didn't have a single symptom.
yeah. Dylan still can't smell or taste.
Really?
It's been months. Yeah,
I don't know.
it's weird, but so
You said to his advantage. I said if I lost my smell or my taste, I was gonna go on a juice cleanse, like it's just celery juice every day, and then like get really fit and come out
Yeah.
like,
it'd be a good time to go on a diet for sure.
yeah.
Yeah. But for the crypto, we got
very sidetracked.
yeah, very. I love the tangents. How does it? Okay, can you just give me like a dummy, like what it is?
See, I want to give you maybe I'll give you a dummy explanation from a dummy because
You understand? You do. I
I
feel
probably
like you get
understand
it.
it more than you, but like I still don't understand it.
Okay, I feel like does anyone understand it?
My professor did.
I hope so.
I mean, he understood it, but he didn't understand like the computer science
Yeah.
or the policy. Like he said there's three parts to it. There's like the macro investment side, policy, politics, legislation side, and then there's computer science. And he only understood the macro side.
Okay.
I somewhat understand like policy and then macro, but you couldn't ask me anything about computer science. Like we had this dude come in, he tried to talk to us about like blockchain and what like how that worked, and I blacked out for like 45 minutes.
Yeah.
I have that problem. I literally black out in class for like 45. He could have called on me. He could have said my name. He could have looked me in the eye and asked me a question. And I just don't remember anything.
Yeah. That's kind of strange.
I know.
It was.
I should probably like investigate that because I don't think that's normal.
Maybe it's the thyroid thing.
Maybe.
But so what? Is cryptocurrency
or the simulation? Someone turned me off. Someone turned my sim off, or someone logged off.
Yeah, they just logged off. That'd be weird. There's that Rick and Morty episode where like someone hops in,
like I'm whispering again. The thing that like, what's that other conspiracy where it's like, maybe it's the Mandela effect, whatever it's called. Like you get deja vu and you're like, I know I've seen this before. It's because like you did. Yeah. Or like the parallel you did, and like you guys are like, your energy is like, getting fucked up or something.
It is strange because there's a thought too. Some people think that you keep living for eternity until you get it like right. So if you don't live your life right, you like just keep coming back. And some people like hate that thought. Which is
and me when it's my time. Don't bring me back. Don't bring me back. Or like people, like I think this is a lot of like, I remember learning about this in like history class or something. Like it was like certain like Native American tribes believed in that, where they're like you would come if you were like bad, you came back as like a goat or something. I don't know, not a goat. Like did they even have goats back then? Like in America?
I don't know if they're in America. They had to be.
Where did they come
mountain
from?
Goats.
There's mountain goats.
Yeah, so
I've never seen a mountain goat in real life. Oh no, I've seen one in a zoo, but I want to see one in like real life.
Saw one in Kentucky, on a mountain.
Really?
Yeah, it was cool.
Where do they live?
Chilling.
Is it like
mountain? Outside.
They're big.
Yeah, they were pretty big. It's like.
Have you ever seen the movie Brother Bear?
Yes.
It's like my favorite Disney
It was the first movie I ever seen in theaters.
Really?
It was awesome.
I can't remember the first movie I've ever seen in theaters.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just a movie guy.
I miss movie theaters. That's my favorite thing.
They're awesome. They have to bounce back somehow.
I know.
I don't know what they're going to do. There was this
really cool one that opened up by my house, and it was like huge and super nice and bougie. And then all of a sudden, COVID happened. They literally never opened. I was like,
they're releasing more stuff on like on these streaming services.
I know, but are they getting the same amount of like revenue for that or no?
Yeah, kind of. They are. Actually, I should know this. This is literally what my class was.
Or more, because I feel like honestly, people like don't go to the theater anymore.
Which sucks. Yeah, I was
like even before COVID, I feel like it was like dying. Like
it was actually doing pretty well. Like they grossed. Here, I'll go on the box office right now. They was doing 3.
You know what movie I'm excited for?
What?
The new James Bond movie.
When does that come out? Let's see.
November. They pushed it back like a whole year. I was honestly really upset, but this year was weird and went by quick.
Yeah.
So
there's gonna be so many movies that came out. So Raya the Last Dragon is #1 this week, and that's released on Disney Plus only. And
my stomach just growled. I really hope that microphone didn't.
I don't think it picked it up. We would have heard it. But the total gross is $60 million, and that's just what's it called? On streaming services, and Tom and Jerry's #2, and that was in theater. No, that was HBO Max, right?
I don't know.
Or wait, no, Raya the Last Dragon's in 2,100 theaters. Tom and Jerry's in 2,400.
Don't like some movies like cross at like 100 million like level, like Marvel movies or whatever. Like,
yeah, they make a shit ton. Yeah, no, they make a lot. But yeah, the movie numbers are interesting because the theaters like in. Not even like 2 months ago, there was like 300 theaters open. Now there's 2,600, which is drastic different. And all these movies that have been held back are all going to be released now. Because there's some people that were like, fuck it, we're just going to release it on a streaming service. Or they're the others, like this Scarlett Johansson movie and like the James Bond movie.
Oh, yeah, I really need to like
where they're just going to bop. I mean, this is just like.
This is why I was talking. I don't even know if we were recording earlier when I was like, I need a hobby or like I need interest. I don't even know what I'm interested in anymore. Like I need to do something.
Yeah, hobbies are good. They keep the brain active. Because
I'm not artistic though. I could try. But I'm not, and then like don't have anything like this to do.
Fair. What do you just like doing?
I don't even know.
You got to try things then.
I like running, but like that's like not like that's just like a health thing. My mom says gets my anger out.
Yeah.
Which I'm not an angry person, but like I don't know.
Yeah. You always
me
need
sleep.
what?
Helps me sleep.
Yeah, tire yourself out. But what was I gonna say?
Can't run today though because my feet are in pain.
Yeah, the ankle. Do
The
you run
ankle-
every day?
Yeah, pretty much. When in the summer, if I'm like at my beach house, I like to run outside more. But like, I don't like running outside here as much because I don't have like a good like area to do it.
Yeah.
But my feet are in so much pain right now. The bottoms of my feet from walking on like pavement last night for like miles. So
Yeah. Do you run on the treadmill like when it's winter?
yeah.
Or
Or
do you
like
go
at
outside?
at school this year, like I had a roommate who was a spin instructor, so I just like went to all of her classes.
Oh, that's fun.
She is like she's very type A, but she's like the most organized person ever. Very motivating. I'm like I will be like laying in bed watching TikTok, not doing shit, and she'll be like on her shit. Like she had a cookie business too, where she would like sell cookies and like decorate them. And then she also was like spin instructor. She was taking the MCAT, applying to like med school.
Damn.
Like literally had like a 4.0, and I was like,
Did it like make you want to do more?
yeah. But then I was like, I don't know what the fuck I want to do.
Fair. It is cool being around people that are like that. I feel like it brings you up.
No, I think it does. But then I'm like, I think I got kind of lazy.
Yeah. I mean, you were doing that Ethereum fund, or not Ethereum fund, crypto fund.
Yeah, but that's very new. I keep checking my Coinbase account
Yeah.
like all the time. Let's see what I'm up.
So you got it. So what is it? I don't understand crypto at all. You need to give me a dummy course. Please.
But I am a dummy. Oh, I went down like $4.
That's okay. Dummy for dummy course.
Dummy for dummy.
Like what? I actually don't understand what it is.
Well,
Because like money.
Ethereum and like Cardano and stuff and like Bitcoin are like the base layers. So like everything is like, but everything is like based off Bitcoin. So if like Bitcoin drops, like every other coin's gonna drop.
Really?
But Bitcoin does well. Every other coin's
So is it
do well.
like a coin? It's mined.
Like yeah. Honestly, I should probably know this better. I don't. Bitcoin's mined, obviously.
Like where does it come from?
So like every, like now I think it's at every 10 minutes like a block is introduced for Bitcoin, and like the miners have to like solve. It's not like they're solving an equation, but they have to find a sequence of numbers, and if they get that right, then they're awarded 6.25 Bitcoin, whatever, which is like. Well, now it's a different number, but when I first was learning this, that was like around like 300,000 or something.
Yeah.
Dollars. And then like they can release it to like public or whatever they can do. But most of them don't hold it because like, and there's this whole like ethical side with Bitcoin, how it wants to be like the currency of the world because it's decentralized. You know, like some man in a suit controlling it
all. So what does it mean decentralized?
Like there's just not like we have like the Fed here that like prints our money, deals with inflation, and like the U.S. Treasury or whatever, who like they control like our fiat currency, which is like the U.S. dollar, but which is like also the world reserve currency. So that is centralized because somebody is dictating like how it is managed, how it is released, all that. But like Bitcoin, there's no person in charge of it. Like you had Satoshi who like created it.
Mm-hmm.
He like owned 1 million Bitcoin or something, then all of a sudden he disappeared.
He just disappeared.
Yeah, no one knows who he is. And like in his like white paper, which was like what was explaining Bitcoin and like its purpose and everything, still didn't like identify himself. No one has any idea who he is. And then like there's only going to be like 21 million Bitcoin ever created because it's supposed to be deflationary. So like when we're printing, we can print endless amount of money, like with all these like stimulus checks or whatever, and like the spend, like the, I don't even know what it was like $900 billion, and like stimulus is gonna like be spent on different programs and shit all over the U.S. That's gonna fuck us because there's gonna be a lot of inflation.
Yeah.
I know the Fed tries to keep it at like 2% every year, which is normal, but we don't know what's gonna happen because our spending habits are not great lately. And And I think like it was like output and like our GDP and stuff, and like Gini coefficient has been like okay for right now, but honestly people don't know how that's gonna play out in the next year. But like again, back to Bitcoin, it's decentralized and deflationary, so there's only ever going to be 21 million Bitcoin, and one Bitcoin can be divided into like literally like as much as possible.
Yeah.
So like right now I think it's one Bitcoin is like 39,000 from when I checked like 2 seconds ago, but the other few weeks ago it was like 60 something.
So do you need like dollars to have Bitcoin, or can Bitcoin literally just be its own thing? Like we never have to use cash again. I think that
like there's certain people, like I had to listen to a lot of podcasts by like well, I don't think he has his own podcast, but he was on a lot of podcasts. His name's Michael Saylor. He's like the CEO of like MicroStrategy, and they own a shit ton of Bitcoin, and he's like a Bitcoin maximalist. So he thinks that like Bitcoin is going to be the end all currency. Like everyone's going to shift to Bitcoin. But there's a lot of people that doubt if it's going to be like the end all be all currency. And like you do right now, you do need like US dollars to buy Bitcoin right now.
Yeah.
But I mean, I have no idea how it's going to end up. Like
people start paying with Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, you obviously don't walk into a coffee shop and you're like, I'm going to pay for this in Bitcoin. But like, I think that these Bitcoin maximalists think eventually it'll get to that point.
Because I know there's ATMs now.
Yeah. I remember, my parents will never watch this, but when I was first buying fake ID, I'm mad at myself because I should have gone the route that I'm about to explain. I almost did it through Bitcoin. Mm-hmm. And I saw, again, TikTok, I saw a girl who did the same thing, and she was like buying a fake ID the first time, and I was doing it for a lot of people. And I was like, maybe I'll do it through Bitcoin because I found this like place to get it, but like they only accepted certain cryptos like Zcash and like Bitcoin and whatever. And I was like, I was really investigating what this was, and there was an ATM near me, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna put cash in and then like have Bitcoin. And I would have had like a little bit left over. Yeah. And like if I did that right now, I'd probably have like 100K or something like that. That would have been
electric.
Yeah. And this was like this was like 2012. Yeah. No, that was 12. No, it was not 2012. It was like you're like sophomore year of high school. Okay. Whatever year that was. Yeah. But Bitcoin was still not where it was right now. It was
it skyrocketed.
And if I did that back then, and because there's like you could go to the ATM and like just put cash in and get Bitcoin.
Yeah. So because there's only 20 million, or how many?
21 million.
21 million. Who decided on that number? Who's like
Satoshi?
He was just like, this is how much there's gonna be.
Yeah, I don't know why it's 21 million, but because there's a lot of other coins that have like a market cap of like 100 trillion coins, which like I think like Dogecoin for example, like I don't think they have a market cap. Oh. So like they can have the people who created Dogecoin, I forget who it is, but like it was a joke because like someone was criticizing them and they're like, yeah, it is a joke because I created it in 2 hours. Like it was just, they basically took like everything Bitcoin was and just like gave it a new name.
That's kind of funny.
Yeah. But also the thing about like crypto, I remember my professor explaining this because you have to have like a hard wallet, which is like this thing that holds your Bitcoin, but it's like not connected to the internet or whatever. And you have to like plug it in like to an account and then put in a passcode and then
so it's like a physical thing?
Yeah. And we had to learn how to like transfer funds to it.
What does it look like?
It's like a little
flash drive
thing. It kind of looks like a flash drive, but it has like 3 buttons on it. It's really weird. We had to learn how to like transfer money on it.
What the fuck?
I was working with one of my really good friends who's a computer science major. I was like, yeah, you got this.
Yeah.
But yeah, if someone gets that thing and it holds like all of your Bitcoin or like all of your crypto, someone can hack it.
And just take your shit.
It's not on like, it's never connected to the internet, so it's like not really that hackable. But if someone finds it, it's also backed up by like 24 words that you choose, and like they have to guess like a certain amount of words or whatever to have access to it. And like if someone hacks that, then all your money's gone.
Yeah. I mean, people can do that with our money now, right? Like with our banks.
But a lot of our banks is like insured. Yeah. Bitcoin's not. So
I feel like it will eventually. I feel like it's definitely just in its infancy era. I don't know. It's just it's learning.
And the crash isn't helping it. Like people just like, this is not helping people believe in its cause.
I mean, it's a rocky. Like, it's not going to be an instant success. It's going to take time.
And what annoys me too is like when I had to do a report on like other like shit coins, and like I did one on honestly, some people aren't calling it shitcoin, but I do on like Stellar Lumens. And Stellar is basically like a wallet that like it's Ripple's competitor. I don't know if you know that.
I don't know any of these.
But they like mainly focus on like large transactions between like financial institutions or like banks in crypto, like using crypto. But like Stellar Lumens, for example, like are the native coin of the app Stellar, and like in order to do any transaction you have to own Lumens. But like those ones are they're shit coins. Everyone calls them shit coins, but like that is I don't even know where I'm going with this, but like people are also criticizing that, but there's like that's experiencing momentum too, where people are like, oh shit, like
It's taking off.
Yeah.
How is there just gonna be, if we ever do get to the point where it's just cryptocurrencies, is there just gonna be one that everyone uses, or is there gonna be a bunch of other ones?
Remember I told you I was dummy explaining this?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not a genie.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
Psychic?
Yeah. I like the genie. I'm not a genie.
No, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it would be interesting to see. Do you know how it would like affect distribution, because there's only the 21 million?
Oh, see, my brain works like a mile a minute. I forgot where I was going with what I was saying before, but you reminded me of where I was going. The thing that annoyed me about like the Stellar wallet and other things, like they emphasize like anyone can do this if you have internet connection and a phone or like a computer or something. And I was like, well, not everybody in the world has that. And like fiat currency is like more attainable to like people who are like rural. Like you think of like people in like the Alleghenies in West Virginia. I was watching a lot of weird videos about that. That's why that's coming to
What is that?
Like have you ever heard of like the blue people?
No.
Oh, like the incest and like the people, they like kept like interbreeding and like they turned blue.
Oh.
Yeah.
They're actually blue?
I think the last one died. This is so insensitive.
Blue people?
Yeah, look it up. In like Kentucky or something.
Kentucky blue people.
Yeah, Appalachia's a weird place.
I used to.
I was looking that up because it's like right near my school.
Yeah. They're really nice people though. Kentucky blue people.
No, and now I get all these TikToks about them, and they like apparently have like really like
blue
interesting culture and like food and stuff.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Wait, what? And this is from what the fuck?
Do you have a way of like putting that up so if people watch this they can see the blue people?
Not really.
When you're editing.
But they're blue. Yeah, I'm not.
No, they're blue. And
dude, whoa. So that was from incest?
But I was like, the reason I got to that point, like I said, my brain moves a mile a minute. Like they can't use crypto. I doubt that they're like
it's confusing. I don't think I can use crypto.
And people who are like literally in the middle of nowhere, don't have internet access, they have fiat. Like how are they gonna use a cryptocurrency if it becomes?
Would they make a physical thing? Do you think? Like,
no.
Can you make it?
The whole point of it is that it's not physical.
Fair. That is true. It would be nice.
The only physical like thing that we actually have that's like closest to it is cash. Like, like the anonymity in it. Yeah. But like.
I mean, everyone uses. A lot of people use cards. I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I never understood. I kind of get money like we need it for trade.
We need it for everything.
Yeah, but
the whole world revolves around it.
Ugh, I hate that. We shouldn't. I want to get to a point where I don't even think it's realistic. I always think like, what is the ideal world? Like, what does your ideal world look like?
Well, the whole reason fiat was invented and like layered money became a thing is because.
What is layered money?
It's just like the way money's set up. I like fiat became fiat.
I don't know what fiat is.
Fiat is like the US dollar.
Oh, okay.
Or like the euro.
Okay.
Like you couldn't like there's a discrepancy between like trading a bag of rice for like a nice ring. Like they needed some middle entity that could like people could apply to all sorts of trade. That's why we have fiat. But like I don't really know how like people could do that with crypto. Like again,
I feel like it would just be. I'm not sure.
I'm a dummy, so I really hope someone who's really smart in this isn't watching.
It's so new. It's so new. It really is so new. I think. I feel I'm gonna fall at the wayside, and our younger generations are gonna have to.
Just be early. Don't use Robinhood to buy crypto, which
why?
James does.
I do.
Use Coinbase.
Why?
Because it's better.
Why?
It just is.
Feel like a
that
child.
was that was like
Why?
like
Why?
ingrained in my mind when I took this class. He was like, use Coinbase.
All about the Coinbase.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I
Well,
do have
Robinhood,
Coinbase, but I do have
Robinhood's
Robinhood.
still a good app. Just use it. Use it for like stocks. Don't use it for Bitcoin or like Ethereum.
I do have like one, because Alex was.
And I said that I told you that, and then Alex was like, "Nee."
Alex got me on Ethereum.
Does he use Robinhood?
I don't know.
I feel like he's smart. He definitely uses Coinbase.
He probably does. I think he does. He was he
Maybe
does.
He uses both of them. I don't know.
Yeah, but like 2 years ago when he made me buy Ethereum, or last year, like only Robinhood was there, so I bought.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying. Sometimes Coinbase is like late to adopt things. Like I don't even think they have Doge yet, but like they're getting it soon. But like if they had Dogecoin on Coinbase, like this whole time it would have been so much easier to buy it.
Yeah.
Or like they just got this new thing like called Internet Computer, which is like the coin of this thing called Definity, which is like supposed to be the biggest competitor of Amazon Web Services. So if you want to get on, you're not supposed to give like investment advice on things.
Are you?
No.
Why not?
Because it's like insider trading or whatever.
But we don't have any insider information.
We don't.
Like, why would someone listen to what we have to
Don't listen to me, but Definity is supposed to be Amazon Web Services.
Wait, are you actually not supposed to say?
I don't think you are. Because, like, every article that I always had to read for this class was always like, don't take my advice. I'm not giving you investment advice. But, like, they were.
Yeah.
So I'm not.
We're not giving you any advice.
I told my dad, I was like, invest in Definity. It's supposed to be, like, or, like, buy the Internet Computer coin. I don't know about their coin, though, but I think Definity in general is a good idea to get.
Like, what is the difference between these big, like, companies?
Well,
or these coins? It's like, why is there so many?
I think nothing can ever be Bitcoin. So, like.
Is it just, like, what makes it good?
Ethereum is Bitcoin's biggest competitor. And if I think there's, like, a chart that's, like, the Bitcoin price in Ethereum. And it's, like, if it get to a certain number, then Ethereum's going to surpass Bitcoin and, like, be the next run.
Because.
Also, if you look at the crash that's happening right now, if you it's this like the chart matches exactly where it was in like 2017.
Really?
So like everyone knows that there's going to be a recovery, but like we just don't know when.
Fair. But they use different operating systems, right? Bitcoin and Ethereum. Like Ethereum's.
Yeah, like the Ethereum network is different. Like Ethereum does this other thing with like smart contracts, which like I don't think I can explain that well, which I should because I had to like design like a DeFi network with one of my friends. But Bitcoin, I don't know. Bitcoin's Bitcoin. It's not Ethereum. A lot of things are like based on Ethereum. So like certain other coins use what like the Ethereum network and protocols to like function. But people don't really.
I don't get
base
that.
Everything off Bitcoin. I can't really explain it either.
Okay. This shit, like, they just need to make it more. I feel as more people understand it, it's gonna take off more.
Yeah, I need to understand it more too. Like I really need to like listen to more podcasts by like Raw Paul and other people who.
So who do you recommend to listen to learn about this stuff?
I had some pretty interesting people come in and talk to my class. Raw Paul's like he's like a billionaire, but he's like he's like pro Ethereum and pro Bitcoin. If you're gonna have like a maximalist like Michael Saylor, like he really only believes in Bitcoin, which like is fair because it's the most successful one. But
front runner.
I don't know. Or there's this one podcast. Let me look it up that we always listen to. It was like kind of like he had the same setup as you. It was like in his basement.
Yeah, in my basement.
Mm-hmm. What was it?
Cool sailboat picture.
Because I always listen to them on my iPad.
Yeah.
It says like my most recent podcast I was listening to was a Joe Rogan one.
He's so good. Been ripping through those. He had Neil deGrasse Tyson on. I'm not a fan of Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Really?
He's very.
It was just a Bitcoin podcast. That's what it is, or crypto news.
Yeah. I feel like Neil deGrasse Tyson just rubs his smartness in your face. Like he seems.
Is he actually smart? Like I just thought he was an actor. Is he actually? Like,
yeah, he's like an
degree?
astrophysicist. He's a smart guy, but
Oh.
he seems very insecure. So he tries to like mask that to be like the smartest in the room. And if you say something, he'll just like, no. And then he like spits out stuff just to sound smart, it feels like. And just to make himself.
Those people.
I don't either.
They like try to make you feel stupid. They're like, oh, I understand this and you don't.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I hate that.
That reminded me. I don't know if this was oh no, it was Bill Nye.
Bill Nye the Science Guy's the man.
Yeah, no, it was really funny. It was like Bill Nye's comeback or whatever. He went to the guy that has like the Noah's Ark in Tennessee,
Wait,
Kentucky.
there's a Noah's Ark?
Yeah, it was like a Noah's Ark like museum somewhere in the South. I don't
Wait,
know.
it's a real thing?
Yes,
the
but
Noah's
this guy,
Ark?
no, but this guy like
Looking
it's a
this up.
museum. It's not like it was not like the real one. I don't know. But he like doesn't believe in evolution, and Bill Nye and him had like a debate, and like it's the funniest thing. Like, you need to watch it because this guy like thought that the dinosaurs and the humans were at the same time. I don't know. It was really weird because there was dinosaurs on the ark. He's like, yeah, there was dinosaurs on the ark.
Wait, how long ago was dinosaurs? How many years?
A long time.
Dinosaurs, how long?
At least 7 years.
I would say at least 7, maybe 8. Non-bird dinosaurs lived between 245 and 66 million years ago. Dude, humans our ancestors were here, like our not Neanderthals. Like early hominids were here. Early hominids. I took a class, on 55 million years ago, the first primitive primates evolved. That's crazy. So
no, but the Ark Museum had like humans that were like looked like us.
Yeah, like
and with the dinosaurs, we're like, this is not right.
Yeah, that sounds.
He like doesn't believe in evolution or whatever, and like the Bill Nye debate with this guy. I forget this guy's name, but it was so funny.
Bill Nye must have destroyed him.
But I thought it was Neil deGrasse Tyson for a second. That's why I was like, oh.
Yeah, Bill Nye is the man. I think it.
No, but no one believed him because he did like the debate in front of like the people that are like the guy who runs the Ark, like these old believers, and they were like, "You're wrong." I was like,
"It's just confirmation bias."
Maybe read a book. Cause
yeah, it's funny. There's Rogan again, my source. He had a guy on who wrote a book about mind parasites, and how our minds have an immune system. What?
Like what?
Wait, what?
What are mind parasites?
Yeah, so
like actual parasites.
No. Like ideas.
Oh, okay.
So I think it's a great example. So our minds have an immune system like our bodies. Like when a virus comes in our body that's bad, our immune system fights it, and our mind has the same thing. Because if there's a bad idea, like or a bad thought, like we should go jump off a bridge, your mind's like.
Then I think mine's broken.
Then it could be. That's the thing. That's his whole thing. He thinks our mind immune systems aren't up to par because how it works, it works with questions. So saying let's jump off a bridge, it's like, well, I could hurt myself, like I could die. That's probably not a good idea. And so your immune system worked. It shuffled out the bad idea. But when it doesn't work, like in these cases, like it overreacts sometimes to things, like when you're very stuck on something and you have like, for them, they don't believe in evolution. So no matter what they hear, their mind attacks it. You know how like sometimes your body attacks itself, like the cells.
Yeah.
Like because they think it's bad, but it's actually not. It's just your body. I don't know how it works, but it's the same with your
mind. Like autoimmune disorders
in
general.
Yeah, but it's the same with your mind. Like if something comes in that goes against what you believe, it can overreact and be like, that's not true, that's not true, that's not true, to try to defend yourself against it, when in reality, that's not right. So we have to keep an open mind and be very aware of how we think, because our thoughts aren't us, and we have to kind of think of it like that. Like we can't be
Wait, if
stuck.
your thoughts aren't you, that's a little freaky.
Yeah, but they're not.
Don't they make you? Is it separate than you? Like, who's you? Like, who are you?
That's something I've been really interested in. There's a lot of theories. There's a lot of, no one knows. Like, this is a philosophy kind of thing. But there's a few theories. There's some people believe, like some philosophers believe, your body makes you. So I have this body my entire life from birth to death. So that's what makes me. But that gets discredited because I don't believe in it, because your cells, your body is not the same ever. You know, like by the time you're like 7 years old.
Also, I don't believe that either, because your body can't like function with your brain. Like,
so that's one that's like bullshit. I don't like that. Another one is memory. So some people think that your memory the links between your memory make you who you are.
Mm-hmm.
So then, which I also don't like, because that shows like you don't have memories from when you're a baby. So does that mean you weren't the same person as that baby?
You know the whole thing that's like, a lot of your memories from your childhood are probably made up.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
That's a good thing.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, I would believe it.
I don't think I remember anything from when I was like 3 to 5.
Yeah, no. How could you? It's just
But like
so.
I
Yeah.
have like a few memories, but like people could be like, there's like a whole theory that like you just make them up.
Yeah, we could. There's like false memories. You could implant a memory into someone, and that's why like police investigations are so fucked up, because you can make someone believe something by asking them certain questions, or think they saw something by the way you word it. Like there's the experiment they showed people a car accident, and they said, did the glass break when the car smashed into another car? And they used the wording, did the glass break when the car crashed, or some shit like that? Or it was hit and crashed. And when they said hit, people were like, no, the glass didn't break. But when they said crashed, they were like, yeah, the glass broke, which is interesting. It shows how stupid our minds are. But yeah, back to the personal identity. I don't believe the memory one, because that's like, if you have Alzheimer's, are you just not a person anymore? Like, you're not the same person as you were. And so I'm like, I've been struggling. Then I think the only way that it's you is your soul. Do you believe in the soul?
The soul.
Yeah, I kind of think.
Do I believe in it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I think the soul is what makes you you throughout your life.
Well, what is the soul? Where does it go when you die?
I think it's just pure energy that's inseparable.
But energy can't be
created or destroyed. That's what I'm saying. It goes.
Shout out to physics.
Yeah.
Freshman year.
So I think it's an indivisible thing, and that is what gives us life, because you can't have your body do anything. Like, this is just a meat vessel, you know?
It's just meat.
It is. And our brain,
no, but don't you like wonder like what do animals have the same?
Yeah, I do. And I think we are animals, so I think they have souls too.
But like they don't have like the same capacity to like think and create like we do. But like,
yeah,
do they like have like, I know like dogs obviously have emotions. Like when you leave, they get sad. You know? But like I don't know.
They have like, there's studies. Primates have morals. So if like a chimpanzee gets in a fight, maybe was it a chimpanzee? I don't know, some monkey, little monkeys. If one got it,
I hate monkeys.
They're kind of terrifying. They're so strong.
They just freak me out.
Yeah, they're very human. That's the weird part.
Yeah. And they're aggressive. I went to the monkey forest in Indonesia.
Yeah.
When I was younger, and they would crawl up all over you. These are wild monkeys. They'll pull your hair. They'll rob you.
What the fuck?
Take your wallet.
Yeah, they're smart.
And because you can like buy bananas to feed them. They just freak me out.
So they take the money and buy their own bananas.
Sorry for that tangent. Yeah.
That's so funny.
They're scary. They're literally scary. They literally will rob you. They'll like go in your wallet and like, or like a woman will be walking by and they like smack the girl's butt, and you're just like,
nice.
They're learning. They're learning quick, and they're learning the wrong thing.
Yeah. Dude, that's actually I'm just imagining just a monkey pickpocketing someone, taking the cash out, tossing the wallet, and just like walking up to the
They'll like pull
to
your
the stand
out.
and give them money to buy bananas.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Oh my gosh. Yeah. But the primates or whatever, when one got in a fight and one lost, it would like go away and be sad, and then a younger monkey would like console it. And then showed that like there's nothing that monkey gains from consoling. I guess you could argue that maybe in the future, but there's other studies where this monkey, they put two monkeys next to each other and they feed one monkey a cucumber and the other one like a grape, and they like grapes more. So the one that got the cucumber sees the other one get a grape, and he's like, what the fuck? Like, that's not fair. So they give him another cucumber, and then he just like throws it at the person. But I forgot which type of monkey, but it wouldn't accept the grape until the other monkey got a grape also.
Oh.
Like, it wouldn't eat it unless the other one did too. So like, it shows that they have morals and they understand fairness. Because even there's like chimpanzees, when you give one, this lady gave one birthday cake, like because it was her monkey that they had to give up in their storage facility. I don't know, because it got too big and they like brought it to a shelter, a monkey shelter, and then the other monkeys saw this lady giving them cake, and they all got pissed off because it wasn't fair, and one escaped and ripped her fucking face off. And like,
wait, was that the rip the face off thing?
The rip the face off happens a lot. Like, it's bad.
I remember like the famous one, but she like owned a chimp, and then like the chimp loved her, but then just
yeah. Oh, because then she brought the guy back, right?
Was that it?
I think so. And then the chimp was like, "Fuck this guy," and then the chimp just killed, like, I think just
no, the rip the face off thing happens a lot.
Yeah, and they go for the nuts too, and like the genitals. Like they understand
they
what
must
we
know.
need. Yeah. So they like, I'm not gonna let you reproduce.
That's like one of my biggest fears. Knock on wood. Like I always hear like these stories of like people getting like their face like bitten into by a dog or something. I love dogs, but like I don't want my face bitten.
I also don't want my face bitten. I don't think anyone does.
Like I get so scared. Like what if like someone random's dog just comes up to me and like bites my face?
Yeah. Lucy would never do that.
No, she doesn't seem like she would.
I think it's all about raising, how you raise your dog. That's if they turn into like a psycho.
Yeah, that's why I can't do big dogs. Although when I'm older, I really want like 2 Dobermans.
That would be cute.
And like they're very protective.
Yeah.
And like I've seen those things. It's like, oh, I use my scary dog privilege to walk at night or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, it's always good to have a nice scary dog. I don't think Lucy could hurt a fly.
She's not very scary looking.
No, she's not.
She's not very scary
She's
looking.
awesome.
My dog's not the opposite of scary looking as well.
Yeah.
She's also tiny and she can't even bark.
Yeah, it's very small. But for the mind thing, how our thoughts on our mind, there's this analogy that I like. I thought of it the other day. Fuck, what was it? It's like our bodies. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. So our thoughts are like our poop, like humans poop, like our body. Oh yeah. Okay.
Elaborate.
I will. So our brains. Okay, wait. Fuck. How did I do this? It actually made sense in my head when I said it. So our thoughts are our poop because that's what we produce. And then our minds, or our bodies are like our mind. Maybe I'll use a dog. A dog poops. Dog poop. So it eats information. So our mind takes in the information it gets from the world.
Oh, I see where you're
processes it, and our thoughts are what it spits out. Mm-hmm. So it's poop. So you eat food, process shit. Yeah. And exactly. It's shit. Mm-hmm. So that's how I kind of think of it. So the information. So I guess what we are then. We're just you were saying it earlier. It's the
our brains are just meat with electricity.
Yeah.
Yeah, I texted that to my friends one night, and they were like randomly, because I like thought of that, and they were like, "Are you high?" I was like, "No, like it's true."
It is. It's weird.
But that like where does because I'm gonna forget all the terminology, but like the neurons in our brain.
Yeah.
Is that what they're called?
There's the nerves, the neurons.
Whatever, I don't know. They're like they have where does the electricity come from? Like,
I think.
Where does it come from? There's actually electricity in our brain. It's like
I think because our bodies make energy. Wait, so that's actually good.
We can't make energy.
Where does electricity come from in our brains? Yeah, how does our body make electricity? Neurons are cells in the brain. Neurons use both electrical charges and chemicals called ions to communicate with each other. We say that neurons have an electrochemical charge, and this charge changes depending on whether the neuron is at rest or is sending a signal.
So wait a minute.
What?
The whole thing that's like energy can't be created or destroyed. Don't you create it when you like have a baby?
No, it's just different.
What?
It's different form. So.
Well, where did it come from?
The semen.
Oh.
Or the sperm and the egg, and they go together.
They already had it?
What do you mean?
They
already had what?
The energy.
No, it's from your food. Like plants get they grow from the sun's energy, like transfers from the light into them. They use photosynthesis to then grow. So it's like the same for humans. Like that's why it's in your stomach.
What were the first humans? That had to be created.
Well, there was no first. I feel like it was evolution, so there was not like one first.
Well, yes, evolution is real, but like,
Yeah.
where,
Like the first like cell or whatever
yeah,
of life. People
like
are
that energy had to be created.
because that's another argument. It's like, where did everything come from? If nothing can be created or destroyed, then well, how did it get here? Which is an argument. So some people think, so like some philosophers think that it's been here forever, that it's just eternal, and it just was never created, and it just goes on forever. But then there's others that think that it is a cycle, but it could also be, what was his name? Like the Greek philosophers. Some thought
Aristotle.
I don't know.
Socrates.
Yes, I took ancient philosophy.
That's another one.
I know what they thought. I just don't know who thought it. But it doesn't matter.
I don't know what they thought.
Yeah.
I learned about that a long time ago.
But they thought, some of them thought, it was like, I like to think of it like the infinity loop. Mm-hmm. It goes, there's a time of creation, and then it loops back, is destroyed. Like, there's the Big Bang Theory. That's how everything started. But then there's also the, I forgot, the bounce or the bop or some fucking word like that, like the bop theory. I'm going to call it the bop theory, where because once the universe expands to a certain point, they think it's going to start contracting, and then it's going to go bop, and they think, bop.
So that hasn't happened yet.
Well, that's the theory. So that's what my point. They think the bop, when it collapses on itself, that's what makes the Big Bang. And then the Big Bang starts, and then it just infinite.
Oh.
But the universe is also infinite. So I don't understand how it expands.
Have you ever seen that movie, Cats vs. Dogs?
I have not.
Oh.
Actually, I think I have.
You
I
probably
definitely have.
No, the original one. No, where they had the universe in the little collar.
Maybe I don't remember that.
And they were trying to like.
Was it like the spy? Were they spies?
That was the newer one.
Oh.
The original one. Maybe the newer one had. No, I think it was the original one. They had a little orb thing that had like the universe in it.
Mm-hmm. It's like Horton Hears a Who.
I guess.
Yeah.
And then like they were trying to destroy it or something because like the cats wanted. I don't know. The cats were the villains.
It's cats versus dogs.
Obviously, the cats were the villains.
Yeah.
But that reminded me, like, I don't know. What if there's someone little holding our little universe?
We would never know. Like, how would we know?
We wouldn't.
Yeah, I don't think we could. Unless. I don't think they could come in. Right? I don't know. I'm thinking of it like, what?
No, the other conspiracy theory about aliens, how like they're already here and like integrated into our society.
I don't know about the integration part.
You never know.
You're right. I don't.
A lot of my friends say that they think I'm one, but
I would not be surprised if you're an alien.
I am not an alien.
That's exactly what an alien would say. Okay, that was not a convincing no, but yeah, I don't know.
Or how would you know? Like, what if your parents were one and they never told you?
Then I would be one too.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Actually, no, because the whole like you're born here, now you're a citizen.
Yeah, well, like if they have alien DNA, then I would too.
I guess, but
they
immigration.
What if all this COVID stuff? Now they have all our DNA. They could just see who's an alien, like the spit tests or whatever. They have all of our DNA.
Or what if they were trying the spit tests?
You didn't do spit tests? At school, they made us do spit tests.
No, we just got the swab up my nose.
Yeah. Well, they have it.
Or what if
they make clones of us?
A marking thing.
That could be interesting.
And
I mean, this is what I've noticed is really weird. Do you have a scar right here? Like a little one?
I have my stitches scar, though.
There's like, wait, if this is my left eye. You don't have it. Maybe you're not maybe you're an alien. Because some people have this.
Or the freckles on their. Some people have everyone has one freckle in the middle of their hand. I have one.
I don't.
It's really. Actually, wait. Is that a freckle or is that a scar? No, that's a freckle.
Yeah, but a lot of people have this, and no one knows where it came from.
Oh, that reminds me. I was gonna bring this up earlier because we were talking about the whole thing and the guy had that pain. My dad is convinced that like if you randomly get those like pains, like I always get a random pain in my head that I think I was like shot in the head when my past life. That's how I died. He thinks he was choked to death because he always chokes, but I think it's just because he doesn't chew his food.
Fair.
No,
that's
that
interesting.
could be the mark of where you died.
Yeah, I think I died taking a piss.
What?
Yeah.
How?
I don't know. I definitely died taking a piss.
How?
How do I know that?
Why do you?
Because I can't.
It hurts.
No, it hurts. I think that's a different problem. That I don't have pain when I pee. I don't have diseases. But I don't know. When I got stage fright. I think I can't pee around other people because I've died between there.
Oh.
I don't trust. Too much information, but
too much information. No.
Not enough.
Never too much.
You need more.
No, that's.
Yeah, no,
maybe.
I definitely died taking a piss. But that's the thing. The energy, like it can't be created or destroyed. So I wouldn't be surprised if our souls have lived multiple lives.
Do you think you could have ever been an animal?
Yeah.
What animal?
I don't know. A bunny's coming to my head. I think I could have been a bunny.
Yeah, I feel like you'd be something gentle.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Do you think you could have been?
I think I was murdered in my last life. Like, I genuinely think I was a human.
Why?
I think I was murdered. One, because of the pain in my head, that honestly, if it's not this whole conspiracy that I'm making up, then I should probably get it checked out.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Or maybe I just have anger issues. Because I get angry really quick. And I always feel like someone's like chasing me or like trying to get me.
It seems.
And I'm like angry because like maybe they killed me. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think I was murdered.
Could be.
But I think I lived in like the Victorian era. And like was like murdered in like a nice dress. And
yeah.
I'm like seeking vengeance. Or, like, I don't know. When you see someone and you're like, I know you, but like I don't know you. Maybe it was like a face.
Yes.
Like everybody's faces are reused. Like have you ever seen those photos where it's like, oh, Jay-Z's a time traveler?
Yeah.
But it's like just a photo from like the 1940s.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, maybe it could be time travel. Or maybe it's just like everybody's faces are like reused.
Yeah.
And that brings back to the simulation because like you have only so many options to design your sim. So sometimes there's overlap.
I don't know.
I'm bringing so much into this right now. We're not really on track of any sort of conversation, but no, that I'm saying is like I recognize someone. I'm like, what if I think it was a man. A man murdered me, and I feel like when I see someone that like I knew, like that I feel like I knew, but I never knew. I never like actually met.
Yeah.
What if it was the person who murdered me?
Interesting. I feel everyone has the people when you see, you're like, I know you. Like, where do I know you? And maybe it could be like you've seen them in a past life. Like, I kind of believe in that. I kind of do. I have nothing really to back it, but it just, I think it's interesting. There's a DMT, back to the DMT. There's a story, because that's really all it is. This guy, he took DMT, went to that world, and he was a very avid user. He used it a lot. And he met this, like, blue woman or something. Yeah. And they, like...
Back to the blue people.
Yeah. And they were, like, in love. They, like, had that connection. They're like, our souls have met. Like, we've in a relationship. So he kept going in, and they had a relationship.
Were they in love, or did they just bang?
No, love. It was DMT in your mind. I don't think they were banging. They could be. I don't know. Yeah, they didn't go into that. He probably was. Yeah. But they were like connected. And then his friend did DMT, went into that connected universe. And this blue woman came up to him and was like, hey, do you know Ben or Ted or whatever the fuck his name is? And he's like, they were like, tell Ted I say hi or some shit like that. Or I'm Ted's friend, some shit like that. And then the guy came out, like his friend Ted didn't say anything to his friend about this blue woman. And then he came out, he was like, yo, do you know this, like, blue lady? She was, like, asking about you. And he's like, what the fuck? So it shows that there's something, like, else that we don't know.
Yeah, maybe that's why all those things are, like, legal, because it exposes the truth.
Yeah, could be. Yeah, but we don't understand a lot. But why don't we remember anything from like our past lives?
Because you're not supposed to.
Why?
Only remember like certain things because they're supposed to help you in your new life. Unless you're a bad person, I think. If you're a bad person, you probably come back as like a skunk.
Yeah. So you believe in like reincarnation?
Oh, totally.
So do you think you get to choose, or do you think you're just plopped?
I don't think you get to choose. I think like either like your story ended and like you're reincarnated as someone like who's supposed to finish it, or if you're like or a horrible person, you get reincarnated as like a snail or like something like that. You know.
So what do you think is the purpose then?
I don't know.
I don't think anyone does. I'm just curious of your thought.
I don't know. I feel like everybody has some sort of like story they're supposed to tell, and it's just like the reincarnation thing is like helping us finish it.
Yeah.
Which also makes you question like, when do you finish it? What happens when you finish it? And then at that point,
I think that's
your
where the
soul
heaven
goes
part
off.
comes into.
Like there's like some ancient religion or whatever that thinks like all the stars like the souls that like finished and like are looking down on.
They'd be chilling.
Or yeah, but then at that point I'm like, why do I just want to sit here? Like, why can't I just die? Like,
Yeah, there's another like theory, and it's not really a theory, it's just a thought. That once you like die or whatever, because I don't even think it's death. I think it's just a change of form. But you can just go into any part of your life and just like relive it, like it's a movie.
or like watch it again.
Yeah.
I feel like that would like be really cool, but also like kind of anger me. If like I made a bad decision and like I could just watch myself do it again. Like,
Yeah. Do you watch Black Mirror?
I haven't like watched as much as like I should have because everyone always references it.
Yeah, but I'm gonna reference it. But they had this technology where it recorded everything, and you could do just that. Like you would rewind, and that seems terrible.
Or
Yeah.
I'm interrupting you.
No, that was all I was gonna say.
Oh, but like the dream thing, like it goes back to like the past life. Like, what if your dreams sometimes are like things that happen in your past life and you're remembering them? Like, I was like watching TikTok the other day again, and someone was like, "That's just so freaky." Like, you go to sleep, you live like a whole life,
Yeah.
and then you wake up and you're like supposed to act like that didn't just happen, or like sometimes you just forget your dream.
Mm-hmm.
Like, was like, did someone make you forget? Or like, what if like that's also part of the simulation and like you, like, they like put you into a different world at that point. Like you like go to sleep in like this one, like someone's controlling you right now, and then when you go to sleep or like take a nap, whatever, like someone else is playing you in a different one.
I don't think anyone's controlling me though.
You wouldn't know.
But I feel, and I think,
Yeah, so do I. But
and I choose.
some people don't. Think of the people who don't.
What do you
They just
mean?
have a really bad person controlling them who can't think either.
So you think someone's
Or
controlling
simulation.
you?
What if we're in a video game or something like that?
I mean, we could be. Elon said there's like because if the likelihood, if someone made a simulation once, like you're fucked. Because then in the simulation, then they get to a point where they can make a simulation, and then it's just infinite simulations and simulations and simulations.
Mm-hmm.
But you would need a powerful energy source to fuel that. Because like this is a lot of stuff. Like we couldn't. I think you would need the power. I did like a project on it. I think you need like the power of the fucking sun to even make a computer that could hold our universe in it. Do you think it even if we are in a simulation, do you think it affects life?
No.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Okay. So, it is weird how energy can't be created or destroyed. Because I'm like, where the fuck did it come
I'm
from?
not a physicist, but you know what? What the fuck does that mean?
Yeah, I don't know.
It comes from somewhere. I'm sorry. What is?
Because that's the thing. Like, there's these thinkers that think, and they're like, well, everything has a cause, but what was the first cause? And that's what
I was questioning earlier.
And that's what it brings me to. Like, I actually think the best case, not the best case, like the best answer, which isn't even really an answer, is it's infinite. There is no start and there is no end. It's just a loop, like a circle. But then it's like, where the fuck? Well, how did it start? Like what started it? But it doesn't. It's just always
I
been.
don't know. These are the questions everybody
These are the
asks.
questions that. Oh.
Everybody asks.
Yeah, and I don't think anyone will know.
No. I don't think we'll ever find out.
Do you want to?
Unless.
Yeah, I kind of want to. Unless.
Also, I guess you probably know the difference. But like, what if you're dreaming right now?
They always say, look at your fingers.
You can't run. You can't run in dreams either. How do you?
That has
I'm like
to be.
talking. How do you
Yeah.
run in dreams? Because everybody runs different. When I run in dreams, I just like keep running. And I go up into the air and like I can't get down. It like freaks me out, and then I wake up because I can't run. Like I keep going up in the air and I can't get down. I'm like, oh my god,
Like
I'm gonna go into
helium?
space. Yeah. How do you run in dreams?
I don't know. I don't really run in my dreams.
That's like a significant part of my dreams, like
Really?
running, or like
So
if
what
I.
are you running from? This sounds
don't
like
know.
some subconscious thing.
It could be.
That's
or
bothering
like
you.
I always shout out to spring break, sophomore year of high school, junior year of high school, when my tooth got knocked out by a vodka bottle. I always have a fear that I'm going to knock my teeth out. So I have so many dreams where like I wake up and I have no teeth.
Yeah.
And I'm like, ah.
Yeah, that sounds terrifying. You should probably like talk to someone about that.
I know.
Yeah.
But the running thing freaks me out. Like I literally like just like start floating and I can't get down. And I asked people about this. Like I remember talking to someone. They're like when they ran, they like were trying to run, but they like couldn't move, and they were like full on like sprinting, but like weren't moving anywhere.
Yeah.
Because you can't run in dreams.
I think that's a subconscious thing, where it's like there's a
But
problem.
do you
in
know
your
how
real
you
life.
run in dreams?
I feel.
How do you run?
I don't really run in my dreams.
You've had to at least like once.
I don't think so. Like I just chill. Like my
dreams are so much fun. I never want to wake up. They're like, I'm such a hero. I'm so cool in my dreams. I'm like a hero. I can do such cool things.
Do you remember all your dreams?
No, not all of them, but like a decent amount. Or like, are you ever just like doing something randomly and you remember a dream that you had when you're like 5?
There's this one dream that
That
was
happens
terrifying.
to me all the time. I'll be like literally at Trader Joe's and like picking up like a salad or whatever, and then all of a sudden I get like a flashback to a dream I had like 7 years ago. I'm like,
Strange.
but then you're like, why am I having that flashback right now? Like,
Yeah.
there's no reason for it to be.
Yeah, it's
brought
weird.
up.
Yeah, I don't know. There's just this one dream. It's just like it was the worst. I was in a well. Like this
Ooh.
guy caught me. This hunchback of like Notre Dame or whatever. I think I just
Was
saw
he
that
in the
movie.
well with you?
Yeah, well, yeah. So he caught me, brought me to the well, put me on a guillotine, and chopped my head off.
See,
And then I woke up.
everyone thinks that there's like all these messages behind your dreams.
I think there are, because it's just our subconscious. Like, it shows a lot.
Hold on, you can't see your hands in dreams.
No, you can. You don't have 5 fingers. You
What?
never have 5 fingers, yeah. So have you ever lucid dreamed before?
Yeah, but I might have been on something.
What the fuck? Okay. Well, like
So I have no idea if I was asleep or not.
interesting. They think lucid dreaming, like they say how to do it is like you look at your hands throughout the day and count your fingers, because in your dreams you won't have 5 fingers. So if you keep checking your hands,
During the day, so like you don't even know if you're.
well, like no. I'm just saying. So you get into the habit of it. So in your dreams you'll check your hands, and then in your dreams you won't have your fingers, and then it'll show you, oh fuck, I'm in a dream.
I
And
can
then you
tell
lucid
myself
dream.
like what I want to dream about.
Really?
Yeah,
How?
everyone can do that.
I don't
You
think
just
so.
like before you go to bed, you're like this, and then when I'm in my dream, like I always have like there's like 2 me's. There's like the me that's sleeping, that's like I get every day, and then like the me that's in the dream, and like if the me that's
You
sleeping,
can
like,
see yourself
I'm
sleeping.
like I can't see myself, but I have like I can like think, and I want to. I'm like I want to dream about this, and then that, and we'll start doing that.
While you're in the dream.
Yeah, I can't do it all the time, but I've been able to do it.
What?
Yeah,
I don't think everyone can do this.
I feel like if you really think you can.
This two
And I'll be
mind
like,
thing.
I want to dream about this, or like, say if I woke up and I'm like, shit, I didn't finish my dream. Like, I need to finish it, and I'll go back to bed, fall completely asleep. I'm like, okay, now Lily, like, you're gonna start thinking about this, and you're gonna go here, and then
Are you sure
my
you're not
dream
an alien?
character does.
Are you sure you're not an alien?
Would I know?
I don't know. This sounds like some crazy ass shit.
Honestly, now that I'm thinking, that is kind of weird that I can do that.
Yeah.
But I feel like anyone, if they just think, like hard enough.
Our brains are very powerful.
Yeah.
They are. You could like heal yourself with your brain if you think hard enough.
Have you ever seen the dude that can heal himself with like breathing? Like they injected him with E. coli to see if he was lying, and he just did the breathing exercise and he never got it.
I did hear about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait. Is he the same one as the Iceman or no?
Hoffman?
Is he the
that
same?
guy's, I think it was him.
Yeah,
he's a badass.
No, it is because he just breathes. He was on. Wait, did you ever watch the Gwyneth Paltrow Goop docuseries on Netflix?
I did not.
I suggest it.
Okay.
It's like more geared toward women, but I think it's educational for everybody.
What's it about?
But they have one episode where they're with the Iceman,
Iceman?
and he takes them to like Lake Tahoe or something, and they like maybe I don't know if it's with him, or it's like with some program he started, but they go into like Lake Tahoe in like dead winter where it's like freezing, and they like they like train the whole week with the breathing exercise, and they can like swim in the freezing cold water because they have like the breathing exercise. So like I feel like you can control.
Yeah.
So like what I'm doing in my dream is like not weird. I just like know how to do it.
You just know how to
everyone
do it.
can do it.
Fair. Yeah, our minds are powerful. And our bodies, it's weird. Like, we really evolved to... Because everything's just wavelengths. Like, it just waves and frequencies. And we evolved to experience it.
Or you know what I don't understand?
What?
Like in physics, again, when we would like... Someone's probably like, if they watch this and they like actually study physics, they're like, this bitch is so stupid. But like, how can you not like see sound? Like it's waves again.
Yeah.
Like, you can't see them or feel it. I don't understand.
I don't think our bodies like we evolved to survive, kind of, and because different animals like they can see like UV light.
Or can you ever hear colors?
No, that is a thing. I heard.
You can't hear colors.
You can hear colors.
Everyone can hear colors.
I don't know if you're like bullshitting me right now.
No, you can totally like yellow. I can always hear it.
What does it sound like?
Kind of like an angel. Like,
Can you actually hear colors?
Yeah, it depends. Like if I really focus, I can hear it. Like the blue right there, I can hear it.
What does it sound like?
I don't know how to describe it. Or like the thing with like, remember Mr. Donahue had this? He was like, you say a color and a number.
Yeah.
Up. Like I have that too. Like,
really? What?
Like red 5.
What about
green
this?
4.
Is it always 5 and 4?
No, like yellow is a 7.
Always?
Yeah. Pink 15.
What the fuck? Like why?
I don't know. I'm a little weird.
Yeah. That's weird. I'm still caught up on the hearing colors. Like
yeah, like this room is like honestly kind of screaming right now.
What is it screaming?
I don't know. It's just like it's like a
help.
Not help, and it's not like a loud scream, but it's like.
I'm looking up hearing colors. About 4% of the people on Earth experience a mysterious phenomenon called synesthesia. They hear a sound and actually see a color. Wait, no. Or they read a certain word and a specific hue enters their mind's eye. Their mind's eye?
The pineal
The condition
gland.
has long puzzled scientists, but a small new study may offer clues.
Maybe they should study me.
Yeah, they should. Like, what the... This is weird.
I see. It's not false. There's other people like it.
What?
Who could do that?
This is...
Like when I see white, I always hear ocean waves.
Wow, that's kind of cool. Does it get annoying?
No, but I only pay attention. Like if I'm focusing on it, then I'll hear it. But if I'm not thinking about it, like it's not gonna cross my mind.
So, when you see someone, do you get like something from that too, like a sound or a color? Because I remember.
I don't know. Sometimes when I see people, I'm like, ugh.
So, I do. The energy thing, like you can I feel like people actually feel people's energy.
No, that's totally a real thing.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just because of reading body language.
Or like when like you're laying down and like your eyes are closed and someone like just puts it and you can feel it. That's you can feel their energy. Or like what's that type of massage? Reiki.
What is that?
Or, it's a massage but you never get touched.
That sounds like a very shitty massage.
My parents have had it before because you just like feel the person's energy and like the masseuse who like master this or whatever, they've like studied how to do it and they like can transfer energy and like
that sounds like such bullshit.
No, but when you have pain some places,
sounds like the easiest job ever.
It could be a total placebo, whatever. And
I think I'm gonna open.
They probably charge a lot because they're like, ooh, it's a new form of massage. But no, like for example, like my mom got one once when she had a headache, and like she gets really, really bad migraines. Her and my sister, like they're out for like days at a time. Can't be in the light. They throw up. Like it's really bad. But she got a like Reiki massage, I guess. I think she was visiting her sister, my aunt, and like had a slight headache when it. And like when he was doing it, he like felt the energy at her head. And he like pulled it out, and she didn't have a headache after.
Do you think that could have been like placebo, maybe? Or do you actually think it was something?
It could be, but I like to believe it's true because it makes life more interesting.
Yeah. I mean, I do think that there's a lot of the spiritual side that we don't understand. We kind of like block ourselves off with Western. Are we Eastern or are we West?
I don't know. We live on a giant ball.
I know.
So
that's why. Thank you.
So everything is East and everything is West and everything is North and everything is South. I don't know. Because apparently, like when it made sense when they were like East versus West, when like westward expansion, like they came to the U.S. first, because like, I mean, they didn't know like populations out in Europe and stuff didn't know there was people here, so they just called us like the West. But like, we just live on a big globe. It goes in the circle, so like everything's East, everything's West. I don't really understand that either.
I hate
people say
it.
that. I'm like, okay, well, what direction are we talking about?
Yeah, exactly. So where are you standing from?
Never eat soggy waffles.
Yeah, no, never eat soggy waffles.
Yeah.
Because we're different. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, but our Western medicine kind of like put us in a box. There's this cool documentary called Heal on Netflix, and
all like the preservatives, and there's like five companies that own all our food. Like, and the shit that they put. That's why also with the vaccine, people are like, oh, the vaccine. I'm like, you've eaten at least 3 Kraft singles in your life. You're probably fine. That was probably worse. Yeah.
Our food is terrible. Because they don't care about our health. They just care about making money.
Exactly. Like the meat that we eat is like jam-packed with like horrible things. Yeah. I'm still going to eat it.
Because there's nothing. What else are we going to eat?
And it tastes so good.
It does taste so good.
Like, I haven't had Chipotle in so long. Like, I was just like thinking about that on my way here, and I was like, I need it. Yeah.
Because it is, they know how to trick us. They know what we want to eat. And they just care about making money because everything's a fucking business.
And like the Cheeto dust on Cheetos is like actually like the same thing as crack. Like it has like a certain chemical compound to it that like makes you addicted.
Yeah. Wasn't Federico teaching us about that?
Do you remember that? Oh, he was. Yeah. You really should get him on. He was talking.
I've been linked in about him. He's coming on eventually. He's got to tell me about the warlock and witchcraft stuff.
Yeah. What was he?
I don't know, because he was.
Because remember, you were in my class. Remember when like the door closed randomly, and the lights flickered, and we were all like, "Shit."
And then we were talking about like he was, because he's
or
not.
When he was giving us signs, and I asked him, "Give me a sign." Oh, and I asked him, "Give me a sign," and that like the power never goes out of my house, and we have like candles and stuff, but we like mainly for decoration. My mom, like, we were talking about things. She's an interior designer. Yeah. Whatever. Our power went out, and every candle in my house lit.
No.
Yes.
No.
And we were just like, and I was like, I think I know what this is. He gave me a sign. And I asked him the next day, and I was like, so who'd you give a sign to? Yeah. And he was like, you. And it was like Michelle or something. Yeah. And I was like, shit, he might not be lying.
Yeah. What do he was saying something about meditation too, like stare at the corner of a wall, and if it comes out, like
if the corner comes.
I don't know, something weird. He's an interesting guy. He really is.
There's windows. Oh, there are windows down here.
Yeah, it's prison. No, he was the Cheeto dust crack thing though.
No, that's true.
No, it is. Yeah, they designed it like that. They literally designed it so you want.
Same with like the cheese and like.
And the crunch. They have the perfect crunch consistency.
Boxed mac and cheese. That cheese apparently has like, or like, did you ever hear like the Annie's mac and cheese is like making men infertile?
What is?
The cheese of like Annie's mac and cheese. The box is like making men infertile.
Is that true?
Yeah. It got like recalled.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
I feel like there's someone on Rogan again. I love Rogan. It's such a good source because he brings in so many smart people like that study it.
He should bring me in.
Yeah. Talk about colors, seeing colors.
Hearing
colors.
And numbers.
Yeah. So wait, when you look at something, you get a number? Or just colors?
No, when I think of a color, I get a number. But if I look at a color and I stare at it, I'll get a sound.
Interesting. Okay. But
I've never talked about that, but yeah, it is.
That is interesting.
Like brown, like I kind of hear like, have you ever been in the woods like alone and like you hear that weird like kind of like hollow echo?
Yeah. That's what you get from brown.
That's what I get.
Interesting.
It's weird.
Yeah. It's interesting. Like, it's so strange. Like, I've never heard that before. What was I going to say? Oh, the plastics. Yeah, this lady came on talking about plastics and how there's so many microplastics in our food that we eat and consume, and the fertility rates are going down drastically because of it. But there's also, I'm going to make sure this is, there's a stat, I want to make sure this is right. Autism rates. Autism rates.
Or what, increasing?
Yeah, autism, dementia, and I think Alzheimer's, or have increased drastically because of. This is just a theory. There's an after-school video on it, but it shows so perfectly the correlation between pesticides being used and growth hormone, growth shit for like fertilizers,
like pigs and stuff, or
for plants, and like these rates, because they, after the war, like they were making a lot of petroleum and then they didn't have a use, so they started using for fertilizer and stuff and like Roundup. But now all this shit, it takes out the nutrients we need in, like, I don't know the science of it, of the flat, like what we eat. And so it's making us shit, and it's like fucking up our insides because we eat it. Watch the after school.
No, people have this like the same theory about like when women get like an epidural when they give birth.
What is an epidural?
It like numbs the lower half of your body, so like you don't feel the watermelon coming out.
Yeah.
Like, but when my mom had me, she got to the hospital like 3 minutes late, and they're like, "We can't give it to you." And so like I just came out all natural.
Nice.
And like I never have health problems. Like I literally never do. And my sister had the epidural, and she does.
It was weird. Yeah, they cranked me out with medicine to get me out on my dad's birthday. So we have the same birthday, which is cool.
Oh.
Yeah, we eat shit though, like.
Or like even have you ever seen the documentary like the C Word? It's like talking about cancer in our food.
No.
And then like cowspiracy and all that.
What was that?
I watch all these like documentaries that like go vegan, and I still don't. But like
it's because it's hard.
It's so hard.
But even
I had a burger last night. It was so good.
Yeah.
It was.
Meat
Did you
is
have
great.
one?
No, I had tuna tartare.
Oh, you fancy?
Yeah.
I
It was so good.
That burger was so good. I was gonna get a lobster roll, but I was like, no, I'll save that for this weekend when I'm actually at the beach.
Fair. What was I gonna say? Shucks, what were we just talking about? Oh, the meat. Yeah, but if it's about like killing, well, what do they think plants are? Do they think they're alive? We're killing them. We're like taking seeds
what
that
if
they
plants
use.
have souls?
They could. They're alive.
Yeah.
They grow.
And
You're
vegans are
killing.
like,
We're killing them. But so if people believe, this is at least my thought, if people believe that it's immoral, which I do agree with, that's if they use that to a reason to not eat meat, well then you fucking can't eat plants.
Yeah.
Well, they're alive. And I think it's so a funny way to think of it, like we're eating like the seeds, they use that for reproduction. Like we're eating what they use to reproduce.
Are nuts seeds?
Nuts, well, they hold the seed inside of them.
Like an almond. What is that?
Almonds.
Can you plant?
Almonds a seed.
You plant an almond.
Yeah, I think so.
So we're eating. Oh.
Yeah, we're eating seeds. And
what about like a cashew? What is that?
Cashews.
You plant a cashew, right?
Yeah, and then cashews come from trees.
But so when you plant a cashew, the tree.
No. Oh no, cashews a fruit. Cashews in a fruit.
Wait, it is?
Yeah.
What fruit?
Cashew. I don't know. Cashews. Let's see. Cashews come from. Yeah, cashews come from fruit. Oh, it's a song too. Do cashews come from a fruit? Cashews come from a tropical tree formerly known as Anacardium oscidium.
So you're right on the tree, but where's the fruit?
Where is it?
Do they still come from a fruit?
Yeah, it comes. Look at this thing. It's like a pepper. It's like a red pepper. You see that?
Oh.
Yeah.
Can you eat it?
I don't know. Probably.
Is it tasty?
I don't know. I've never
You
had
should
it.
do a podcast where you like try really weird fruit or like really weird food.
That I do have that is kind of. I want to do that. I want to do a Cunningham tries. I don't know. I just made that name up. Where I just do like fun stuff.
Or like what's that? I don't know if it's a podcast, but it's like that YouTube channel where they all eat like really, really hot wings.
Oh, hot wings.
Oh, it's called hot
yeah,
wings?
It's called hot wings. Yeah, no, that would actually be fun. I do want to like start like doing stuff. I don't know when I want to start though. It's like I think that would be kind of fun. Like put me in a hockey goalie net. Like a goalie teaches me how to do hockey. Or I kind of like the trying stuff.
You're gonna need a camera person.
I do need a camera person. I would need a lot for that. That's actually like a full.
It's a production.
It's a production, exactly. That's a lot. I don't need to worry about that. I'll just keep trucking along. That's why I like this guy. I got him from a Happy Meal. It's goofy.
Goofy.
Yeah, but yeah. All right. I think that was fun. Or do you want to talk more?
I talked a lot. I don't even know what did we talk about? There was like
Conspiracies, cashews.
crypto.
And we talked for an hour and 50 minutes, so
How long are your usual ones?
like around an hour and a half.
Okay.
But like there's some that go on for 2 hours.
How many views do you get on these things?
Depends on each one.
I think I'll pull in some people.
Oh, thanks.
I'll post it on my Instagram story.
Oh my God, so nice. But it is different.
Do you have an Instagram for this?
I do.
Clearly, I'm such a great friend. I've clearly
It's
looked
okay.
into this.
I don't really expect people to like listen or watch. It's kind of just something I'm having fun with. So I don't really.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. But the Instagram, I will give it a shout out because I post on the story all the time. And it's just like interesting stuff I follow. And I just post it. And like it's cool pictures of animals or like new science discoveries.
How do you like caption this? Like
Caption, what do you mean?
like the video.
I'll probably just like do a description of you. Be like, Lily Pinkin is a student at blah, blah, blah. She is majoring
Can hear
in.
colors.
She can. I actually might put that in. She can hear colors.
No, or you just like the description, like hearing colors, conspiracies, crypto, and food.
I think that wraps it up
instead
nice.
of food, cashews.
Cashews.
Yeah, you need to make it weird. That's gonna draw people in.
I know. Because Rogan does a description of the person, and like, but sometimes
But you're not Rogan.
I know.
You're James.
I know. I am James.
You're not Joe.
I'm not Joe. Just another common name.
Yeah.
Because I used to have my producer would timestamp it so I could see everything we talked about.
Your producer.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Clemens. He's like the friendly giant. He's massive. He's cute as
Is he
fuck.
from school?
Yeah. He lives in Connecticut though.
Is he like our age?
Yeah, he's in my grade.
Oh.
He's in my PC.
I was expecting him to be like an old man. I don't know.
No, he's the man. He's so he's actually the best. He's so kind, but he's massive. Like he's like the Hulk.
Like Hagrid.
No, he's like jacked.
Oh.
He's massive.
Not Hagrid.
Yeah, not.
Does he have
Hagrid.
a beard?
He does. He's a ginger.
Oh.
And glasses.
Does he have a ginger beard?
He could probably grow one. But yeah, so he.
Can you grow a beard?
No. You kidding me? Not at all.
Not at all. You haven't even tried?
No. I just shave it. I don't think I have
You don't
enough
even
growth.
let it go.
I don't have that much growth. It would just be peach
But if you
fuzz.
keep shaving it, then you never know.
Yeah, maybe like in a year I'll let it grow, because yeah, it's not very anything. I don't know if I would want to rock a beard. Would you rock a beard?
Would I rock? No.
Yeah. Come on, break
My ex-
stereotypes.
My ex-boyfriend, I used to like joke like, "Oh, grow a beard," because I didn't like how it looked. Cause like,
Yeah.
then like no other girls would like it too. And then he actually started growing a beard, and I was like, "Wait, I don't like this." And then
Yeah.
he would like not shave, and I'm like,
Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, but maybe I should caption differently. Maybe I have to.
just throwing out ideas.
I like it. I think I will.
Because if people say that, I mean, they see that, they're gonna be like, "What?"
Yeah, and they'll go. All right. So what does it say? It's gonna say conspiracy theories.
No.
Or hearing colors.
Hearing colors.
I just want to.
Crypto.
Can we just do a quick looking at colors and see what they
I have
sound
to
like?
focus. You know what color always trips me up?
What?
It's just like black.
Why? What does it
'Cause, like,
sound like?
Nothing.
That's weird.
It just sounds like kind of like what you hear in these headphones, just
Yeah.
like nothing. And then if you look at like yellow, it kind of like sounds like how sunshine feels.
I mean, sunshine is such a good feeling. I
But
love
can you
rays of
hear it?
sunshine. No.
Oh, see,
I
But
can't
maybe
hear sunshine.
maybe everybody can do this. It's just like their fluoride water prevents them. And I always drink filtered water.
All right, wait. Before we're done, like, what is your craziest conspiracy? I want to hear what goes on.
Craziest conspiracy. I don't like to like admit a lot of them that I believe in because people are probably like, you're psycho.
All right, so you don't have to believe in it. Just tell me when you've heard. But you could believe in it, but I won't know, and the viewers won't know.
I'll give like maybe like 3. The national parks one where like people disappear in national parks and it's like secret, like untouched, like groups of people that live there because people barely explored all the national parks and like every in-depth part of it, and like a lot of people go missing and people think there's cannibals in the national parks. That's one. It's a cool one. What else? That
The Epstein one's crazy.
the QAnon.
You got to watch a QAnon documentary. It's bullshit.
I never saw it.
Oh, watch it. It literally debunks the whole thing.
Wait, there's apparently like a video that's like the conspiracy of everything or something, and it's like this really long movie, and it's like 3 hours, and it explains like all these conspiracy theories and how they're linked. But you have to like use like DuckDuckGo to like find it or something.
Really?
Because you can't find it on Safari.
Interesting.
It's, like,
I might watch that.
I was trying to find it, but I forgot the name of it. And I saw it on TikTok, so it's probably gonna pop up now.
Yeah, because you're talking about it.
Conspiracy of everything.
Yeah.
Movie.
Fuck. What was I thinking? Thoughts are just like racing out of my head today. Just like leaving.
I'm surprised I was able to think and talk considering the fact that
Yeah,
I was not very well this morning.
Yeah. Shucks. What was I gonna say? Conspiracies are hard. Oh, the QAnon. Yeah, it talked about literally the 4chan people who run it.
I don't know that conspiracy well enough,
Yeah,
but like
it's just like
yeah.
It was a ploy to get people to vote for Trump, pretty much.
Oh.
Yeah. Which is kind of messed up that they were literally tricking people of thinking that there's this massive conspiracy when there's not.
Like the baby blood.
I don't believe that. There's no way.
No, there's like facials that exist that use like stem cells and stuff like.
Oh, that's weird.
But like I don't really know how they get them.
Have you heard of? This isn't even a conspiracy. That island where they do the owl, they light it on fire.
Oh yeah, it's
what is that
it's
called?
on an island. It's in California. It's like in the redwoods or something.
Oh.
It's like all the like elite.
The elites go there.
Yeah, and they like have like a ceremony. But
yeah.
like, what's that like crazy guy who's always on people's podcasts?
Alex Jones.
Yeah.
He's awesome.
He snuck in once when they were having it.
Yeah.
And I need to actually look at this because it's interesting, but he like snuck in and then like got videos of it or something. Like I don't know if anything happened. He's like not dead, so like.
No, I mean, but you can't find him on any media. Like they ban him from everything.
Yeah.
Sketchy.
They do this on like it's like a really weird ritual, and they're like wearing cloaks.
Yeah.
It's just I don't know.
And all the elites are there, but
or the conspiracy about the Titanic, how like it was like the richest men, and then like all of a sudden like a few backed out, and then like they could create the Federal Reserve after that because like the people who opposed it were all going on the Titanic,
Really?
and then all of a sudden it sunk, and like and the Federal Reserve like literally controls everything.
Yeah.
And then it was created after that because
I saw something about the Titanic too, that it was like to get insurance money. Titanic sink insurance. The craziest Titanic conspiracy. Okay, maybe that's not true. But the back to the Epstein thing. It's kind of wacky.
You could do a whole episode on that.
So weird. Like Bill Gates literally got divorced because. Well, his wife divorced him because he was in contact with Epstein, and like.
I saw a really funny thing that was like, the two best investors ever to exist. It's the Jeff Bezos' ex-wife and then Bill Gates' ex-wife. I was like,
yeah,
get that bag, sis.
Facts. That'd be nice. Why can't like a guy get that money? Like if people got divorced, if I got divorced, like why can't I get half their money?
I don't know. I don't
seems
really
kind
know
of
how
sexist.
that works. I think sometimes it has to do with like child support, but like they don't have kids. I don't know. Oh, well, also to be fair, his Jeff Bezos' ex-wife like literally helped him create Amazon.
Really?
So like,
Then she deserved some.
yeah.
She had a lot, and he had so
she got
much.
like $30 billion.
Yeah, and that's like nothing. It's like chump change.
I know. But I don't know about. Was it Melinda Gates?
Yeah.
Whatever her name.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But it's sketchy
Yeah,
that all these elites are just chilling with this guy, and then he just happens to kill himself in prison so he can't talk. And then it just, yeah. He's alive. You think he's alive? I think someone else killed him.
I think he's alive.
Where do you think he is?
Like some island somewhere.
I did see there was a thing where people were like, he's alive, and they had like a picture of him like.
No, I saw a photo of him. Well, I don't know if it was him, but people saw like photos of him in like Colombia or something, and he was like on a street, and they were like, "It's Epstein, it's Epstein, it's Epstein." But
or the simulation is using faces.
Yeah, that too.
Maybe.
I saw there was a girl who posted something on TikTok again the other day, and it was like, she was like posting photos of like a dress she wore to a party, and in the back it literally looked like Epstein, and I commented. It was only like a few comments. Like this girl wasn't famous or anything.
Yeah.
The thing wasn't going viral. It's like, is that Jeffrey Epstein?
For her sake, hopefully
and some
not.
people responded to my comment. They're
Really?
like, "Girl, I was thinking the same thing." And I was like, "Yeah,
sketchy.
Miss Girl."
Yeah, that's weird. I don't like how the media just brushed it all under the table too.
Well,
It's
yeah,
like, let's forget
they're
about
all
it.
involved.
Forget about it.
They're all involved.
Well, only a few people like run it. And
Yeah, I mean, I have no idea who runs it, or like I said, I need to like research more. But
yeah, research is
everybody's
good.
involved.
Yeah, get that mind immune system up.
Yeah, I need
We gotta question, but we also have to question the shitty things because these conspiracy theories, a lot of them, are bullshit. But we can
totally.
easily trick ourselves into believing them. But they are fun. I do like some.
Well, you never know. Like, what if like the way we think now and what we believe is because someone started a conspiracy theory that everybody just adopted?
Could be.
Like a while ago.
I'm trying to think. I had an idea of one. I'm trying to remember what it was. But there is stuff like in our society that it's just weird how it's just a natural thing. Like we do it all the time.
So we accept it and we do it.
Yeah. And we like
Yeah.
never change. Like Santa. Like
The Easter Bunny.
yeah. Just why?
I'm not religious, but like, where the hell did Santa even come from?
I think it's like
Saint
Saint Nicholas. I think there was a time against.
Who was like, let me just like, he's just gonna sneak into your house through your chimney.
No, there's like a real
but he's
thing
fat,
behind it.
and he's gonna put presents under a tree you decorate every year, and you're gonna leave cookies and out for me, and he'll take a few bites.
I want to say there's actually like a real story behind it. There's
No,
like,
I think there is.
they like locked. There's like
What about
Christian.
Krampus?
Krampus is crazy.
Is that
Krampus is
real?
crazy. No.
Oh.
Well, like is he real, Krampus,
Like
or the story real?
story.
I mean, yeah, that is a story, but I don't think he's real. But the Santa come from Christianity, like wasn't allowed, or what was it? Real story behind Santa. Because he actually had to go down chimneys, like to deliver behind.
I had
Santa.
an au pair from Germany, like when I was really young, and they did a different thing where it was like Saint Nick came and like you left your shoes out, and then he like stuffed your shoes with things, like little presents.
Germany seems interesting.
Yeah.
Krampus. Yeah, I don't know. There's some story behind Santa. Was Santa ever a kid? Some of these people ask questions. Are funny.
Yeah, was he? Like, where did he grow up? Where's he from?
Long before he lived in the North Pole and before his early
from
Christmas
Long
visits
Island.
brought joy to... Yeah, he's from Long Island. Santa Claus was a child himself. He was once just a ordinary baby boy named Nicholas, and the baby boy just liked any other, but his parents hoped for great things for their only son.
And he flies around on a floating sled.
Yeah, kids are
by
stupid.
flying
Like,
reindeer.
sorry if you're a kid listening and you believe in Santa, like, you're dumb as fuck. You think there's a fun...
Okay, but it was fun.
It was fun. I believed in it.
I believed in it.
I think everyone does. Because our mind immune systems weren't up to par.
How did you find out that he wasn't real?
I just asked, I just thought, I'm like, this seems like cap. And I
you
asked
wanna-
my mom, she's like, the spirit of Santa's real. I'm like, all right. So it's not. How did you find out?
I walked in on my parents putting gifts under the tree.
Yeah.
And wrapping. We were in Colorado, and like when you're a kid on Christmas, you wake up at like 4 a.m.
Yeah.
So like we were all out that I like because it was Christmas Eve, and like they were drinking and everything. We're in Colorado, and I was with my cousins too, and like all the kids were in bed, but like the parents were all like putting everything under the tree, and like I think I just like walked out, and I saw them, and I was like,
damn.
I was speculating something, and I was like, this is not how I wanted to find out, and I ran back, and I pretend they didn't see me though that I saw.
Really?
And I was like hiding.
Did you ever say anything?
No.
Do they not know still?
No. I mean, they just kind of like assumed eventually it'd be like someone in school would be like, Santa's not real.
Yeah.
Which did happen too.
Yeah,
but
that always happens. There's always that little brat.
I know. It's like, fuck you. Why do you have to like ruin?
You don't have to ruin.
Childhood?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what really freaked me out though was the tooth fairy.
Yeah, I didn't like that. Why put a tooth?
Where did your parents like? Where did they put the teeth once they grabbed it? Like, where would they?
I would keep mine.
You kept
It was kind of weird. I had to get one of my teeth pulled because I bit my brother's sock, and it like fucking twisted my tooth, so it fucked up my root. So they had to take it out, and then they like put it in this little tooth thing. So I kept all my teeth in there. And then I found it when I was older. I'm like, this is weird as shit, and I threw it out.
No, that happened like a few weeks ago. I was home and I was opening like a little box, and there was like a tooth in it, and I was like,
that's so strange.
I didn't know if it was mine or not either. I was like, ugh.
You should sell it on the black market.
I should.
It's a huge commodity there.
Now that I took my crypto class, I know how to get there.
No, dude, the black market's or not black market. The dark web is a scary fucking place.
Yeah, you could do literally a whole episode on that.
That place is terrifying. Fuck that.
You can buy like humans.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, there's some kid in my class did like a report on how to like buy drugs on the dark web, but like what he was saying, like after all his research, he was like his research.
Yeah.
He was saying how like they don't want to scam you because like they are making money off of like selling these things, and they get reviews of people, and you can go on like Amazon.
Really?
For random products, people like place reviews, and they're actually reviewing shit they bought on the dark web, but like that's how they access people like who aren't on the dark web. It's like weird, and like there's certain products that you can like go on Amazon, and like there's really weird reviews that don't match the product description whatsoever, but people are reviewing something they bought on the dark web.
Dude, the dark web scares me. It seems like such a terrifying
and they like
place.
when you're buying something like some
so
sort of drug
lawless.
or something, they don't want to scam you because like they need that like customer base.
True, but there's so many like hackers and stuff.
Yeah, you have to be careful that way, and you have to use like Bitcoin and stuff when you buy.
Yeah. Does Bitcoin have like your fingerprint on it though?
No.
Like no.
It's completely anonymous.
Really? That seems like that could get bad.
That's why people like Warren Buffett and stuff like hate Bitcoin, because they're like, it's bad. It's only like facilitates illegal like illicit activity, but like no, there's a lot of good to it. But like
there's always there's two sides.
Think about all the
coin.
legal activity you can do with the US dollar.
You could do a lot.
And there's probably been more because it's been around more, but
yeah, I don't get why people like human trafficking is so fucked up. Like I don't get how you could actually do that.
The U.S. is the highest consumer of trafficked individuals too.
I don't get how it's so under the radar though. Like how does no one? Like I feel like that should be pretty obvious.
What if you were trafficked when you were really young and your parents never told you? 'Cause people do that. They'll kidnap like a pregnant woman, like take her baby and like sell it to a couple that wants a baby. And
who would buy that? Just go to an adoption center.
I don't know.
That's psycho. That's actually crazy.
Yeah, I had to do I was in a global politics class, and like our final project or whatever, we had to do like pick some weird topic, and everyone chose like nice things, and I come in, I'm like, I did human trafficking, and they're like, but it was interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of it.
It's kind of crazy. Where do they keep people? Just
wherever. I just remember like at my old school in like Elon, like they would try to like it's like the sex trafficking like capital of like the US or something in like Alamance County in North Carolina, and you'd be leaving Target and they'd be trying to like hand you like flyers, and you're like, don't accept them because then that's how they get you. Or like
wait, how would they get you with flyers?
They'd like you'd come closer to them and get the flyer, and then they'd take you. Or like the whole thing that freaks me out is like people hiding under your cars to like waiting to slash your ankle.
What?
Yeah. It's freaky.
That's fucked.
I know. So every time like I get in my car, I'm so far away, and I like open the door, and I like literally like take a running start and jump in because I'm so scared.
Yeah. Damn. That's really fucked up. I heard there's one too, like they put like a ticket or something on your windshield. So like you have to go out and look at it, and that's when they'll get you.
And it's bad because a lot of it's like women who are like working for like that trafficking ring, and they're like trying to like recruit you. They're like, oh, can you help me with this? And you, if it was a man, like, yeah, it's more sketchy, and like you're.
How could you be a girl and do that to another girl?
I don't know.
That seems very messed up.
Or it's like their way out. Like they have to do this many times, so that, like, then they can get out of it.
Oh.
Yeah.
That sucks. Dude, this world's brutal. Damn. Fuck. That's a happy place to end.
I know.
Alright. Well, jeez. There has to be. Alright, fine. What color? What sound is the pink? Need something to brighten up.
Pink. It kind of reminds me of like. I think a lot of this has to do with like personal experience too. So like what like my perception of what sound I hear. But when I see pink, I kind of like hear like the sound like when you're walking on the beach. It's like the sound that like you of sand.
That's nice.
But like dry sand.
That is nice. I want to go to Hawaii.
I would love to go to Hawaii too, but
yeah,
I don't have time.
They have those pink beaches and volcanoes.
Those in Hawaii or those in Australia?
I think Hawaii.
Or maybe Australia has like the pink lake.
Pink beaches.
Maybe it's Hawaii.
Hawaii. But I want to go to the Oh yeah, it's in Hawaii. That's so beautiful. I want to go to Hawaii. There's an observatory there, and like if you look up, it's like above the clouds. You see all the stars.
Oh, yeah.
The actual sky without light pollution. It is so beautiful. Well, yeah, I don't know.
When I'm at school, like the stars are like so pretty because we're literally in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, it sucks here. It's too light. We need less light pollution.
There's too many people.
There are a lot of people. Too many people do the snap. But yeah, thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
I really enjoyed it. It's been fun.
I said I couldn't be intellectual today, but I hope that conversation was interesting enough.
No, yeah, it was. I think I had a good time, and people are excited for seeing colors, cryptocurrency, cashews, and conspiracy theories. Did I say that?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, thank you, and I'll see you later. Peace.
Bye.